Welcome to Ultimate Autographs. If you were looking for the internet's most exciting and interactive live break room, then you have come to the right place. We are opening live break mystery boxes featuring the biggest names from across the sports world every single day. If you're new to breaking with us, we can help break it down and make it as easy to understand as possible. First, head over to the live break page and look for a series that suits your interests. Most of our series will have 8 spots, which represent the 8 NFL divisions, but other sports breaks or mixers may vary. If you purchase one spot, that means you have a 1 in 8 chance to win that item at an extremely discounted rate. Next, click Add to Cart to purchase your live break spot. Once you've completed your checkout, tune into the next available live breaks broadcast on Facebook, Twitch, or YouTube at noon, 3, or 6 p.m. Central Time any day of the week. As you watch, you will see your name appear on the screen when your specific break begins. Your name will go into the randomizer and will be randomized a specific amount of times based on that evening's dice roll number. Once randomization is over, the list of names of people that bought into that live break will be matched up with a specific division. If the item that is pulled from the mystery box matches your division, congratulations, you just won an incredible piece of signed memorabilia. Want to guarantee yourself an item as opposed to testing your luck? Some of the series that you see on the live break page can be purchased under the mystery box tab of our website. Those boxes could either be shipped directly to your door or open live on the air before being sent to you. While you are there, make sure to sign up for our Signature Points Club. This exclusive club earns you points toward specific discounts, signed items, or exclusive events each and every time you buy at ultimateautographs.com. The moment you have been waiting for has come. Let's break some signed memorabilia.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Ultimate Autographs Live Break Room. I'm your host, Don Pellegrini. Alongside me, my man, Rob Hill. What's going on, Rob? How you doing?
What's up, Brother Baron? Good to see you. Back in the producer chair with you. It's been a week. It's been a long week without you, Dominator. I'm doing amazing, my friends. So, amazing in all the right ways. I got back into my pickup basketball runs for the first time in about 3 months yesterday.
Really?
I think How
you feel?
I've hit unk status. This is the first time where, after doing anything athletic, where my body feels like mashed potatoes the next day. So. I definitely need to set something up with some kind of spinal doctor.
Used to play pickup basketball every single day.
I hear you.
Back when I was younger.
It was nothing.
I stopped playing. I played about maybe like 3-4 months ago. And let's just say I was so sore the next day. Unk status. I'm retired. I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. I'm not done here in the break room, though. We are just getting started. We pulled this beautiful, beautiful Adrian Peterson Speed Flex. We'll have a nice surprise for you in just a matter of seconds. Is the Emmett still available? Emmett Smith. I'm looking on the board right now. No Emmett Smith. Excuse me.
Easy there, big
Sorry.
dog.
My bad, Jason. My fault.
You're really choked up over Emmett, huh?
I can't believe we don't have Emmett Smith in the break room right now.
I was going to say.
Emmett Smith not in the break room right now, Jason, but that can change in just a matter of moments. We do have a pre-fill here in the break room in the minis. Let me bring this up really fast. There is a Cowboy still in the minis, Michael Irvin. If you are looking for some Cowboys, Joey Bosa, Jason Taylor, Steve Young, Kurt Warner, Dwight Freeney, Deion Sanders, LaDainian Tomlinson, and Michael Irvin. We might see 1 or 2 of those names coming up shortly. We'll have a nice little surprise for you guys in just a couple of minutes. If you're looking at the ticker, then you might know what the surprise is
Indeed.
right now. But since we do have a pre-fill in the minis, let's get right down to action. Let's roll some dice here. Our dice roll is going to be for the randomizer. Let's see what our chase wheel spin is going to be for the 3 p.m. show. And then we'll do that mini break. So let's bring up this dice roll. We need 6 or higher. All righty, here we go. It's going to be 10. 10 it is. So 10. That's how many times we're going to randomize our order in the randomizer. Let's get our chase wheel spin. It was the minis for the 12 p.m. show. Can we go back-to-back on the minis? We'll see. But let me add something to this. I guess I'll spoil the surprise. But we're going to get that Diamond Series up for you guys. So let me add diamonds to to this Chase Wheel Spin Diamonds. I always call it the best bang for your buck in the break room. Why? Because authentics are better in every single box and great names throughout the series. All the 30 boxes, excellent names. We'll have that up for you guys in just a matter of seconds. But I'm going to add it to the Chase Wheel Spin right now because we know that's going to be live during our show. So let's spin this wheel. See what our Chase Wheel Spin will be. Whatever this wheel lands on for all the breaks that close out, which is going to be the quarterback room play clock. So for all the quarterback rooms that we close out, we put all the names in the randomizer at the end of the show for a top spot draw. And if you're the top name after 10 clicks, we take you to the wheel out of 100 for some UA store credits. Let me add this to the screen that the Chase Wheel Spin will be the quarterback room play clock series. Can we have a quarterback? We're going to save space. That is the quarterback room. Let me show off what we have in that series. Here's the brand new diamond, by the way, guys.
Yes, sir.
Every box, every headliner. Still, Jason, here you go. Brand new diamond up, Emmitt Smith, Speedflex, still available. There we go, perfect timing. That's why the break room, when we know a series sells out, fresh new headliners, fresh new helmets. So, Jason, good timing, my friend. That brand new diamond, Emmitt Smith Speed Flex. JSN, arguably the best wide receiver in 2025. Ashton Genty, LaDainian Tomlinson, Emmitt Smith Speed Flex. Jim Brown Speed Flex. Jonathan Taylor, Andre Johnson, Baker Mayfield, Ray Lewis. And I guess I have to talk about this helmet. This is, I don't know how I feel about this. If there's one thing in this break room if there's one item I don't want to pull, it's the Brett Favre on the Viking Speed Flex.
Uh-oh.
Who's going to break my heart and pull this Viking Speed Flex? Brett Favre. What's going on? Where's the Packer lid? Brett Favre on the Vikings where, I hate to say this, but statistically, maybe his best year with the Minnesota Vikings.
He was damn good. He was damn good in the for little Skull Vikings action. I know that's something that you're not going to want to hear, but at the end of the day, number 4 is still number 4. You know how I'm going to weirdly feel that way about? Since, again, going to get my 10 little second tidbit on here. It's you and me. It's Dom and Rob, Tuesdays, 3 o'clock, Ultimate Autographs Live Break Room. We're God's most pathetic creature, if you guys didn't know, also known as White Sox fans. That's how I'm going to feel about seeing Dylan Cease up north signing a fresh 7-year, $210 million deal. My favorite pitcher for the White Sox in recent memory. So.
Always tough when one of your favorite players goes to
it's a weird feeling,
a
man.
different team. Brett Favre on the Vikings. He was great that one year with Minnesota, and make no mistake about it. Awesome. And a rare item, too. Like I said earlier in the 12 o'clock show, collecting memorabilia. You want to get those rare items, too. Brett Favre on the Vikings. Yeah, Michael, what a perfect Minnesota Viking. For it to be my first helmet, my first Viking helmet to pull for you. I couldn't think of a better Viking helmet to pull, right? Brett Favre. And if you ask me, Dom, if you ever to pull a Viking helmet, what Viking helmet do you want to pull? Oh, it's Brett Favre on the Vikings. Make no mistake about it. We got singles, we got doubles, and quads of that series still available.
There you go. Mike already trying to manifest it. He said, what's up, Rob? What's up, Big Mike? Good to see you, Brother Bear. Charlie as well. Jason in the chat as always. Maybe that's the first Viking you can pull for me, Dom. Man, he ain't pulling any punches with you, man. I mean, but again, we love to have the friendly camaraderie here in the Ultimate Autographs Live Break Room. The Packers fan versus the Vikings fan. But you guys have one goal in mind. You're trying to give Mike items. Mike is trying to get the best items that we got here.
There you go.
Let's see if we can get something together for that Favre Viking helmet. I'll tell you right now, that's not going to be around for very long.
I'll try not to punt it if I pull it, all right?
Brett
Favre Speed Flex on the rival Minnesota Vikings. Secondary headliners, Luke Kuechly, Earl Campbell, Drew Bledsoe. Obviously, we love the diamonds because it's authentics are better in every single box. What's better than authentic? A Speed Flex helmet. But the names in this series, 30 names, all pros, Hall of Famers, maybe a 2025 first-round pick from your favorite team, potentially. The diamonds are freaking loaded. For an example, the and Moore hits, which are supposed to be the, and Moore. I don't like to say it. Well, these hits in the and Moore section, the diamonds, I pulled Tony Dorsett. I pulled Mean Joe Green.
Yeah.
I pulled Howie Long. A couple Hall of Famers where you hit those names. You're like, okay, pretty damn good. That's the diamonds. Alex Rodriguez to the Rangers. Ken Griffey Jr. to the Reds. Ichiro to the evil Empire, the Yankees. That was when he went to the Yankees, I was like shocked. I couldn't picture Ishro anywhere but Seattle.
Yeah, I mean, at least the Ken Griffey Jr. one, that one made, going to his hometown team, So, I mean, that made sense in following the steps of Senior, obviously, following Ken Griffey Sr. and his very good career, so.
Showing my age here, but I remember A-Rod and Ken Griffey Jr. as Rangers and Reds more than I remember them as Seattle Mariner players.
Yeah, no, I'm
truthfully, because I started watching baseball in 2001.
You and I are right in the same ballpark, or I guess we should say the Great American Ballpark. It was Great American. Yeah, it was Great American back. I think 01 might have actually been the first year that Great America was open because they were at what was it, Three River Stadium? Prior to that, I want to see if anybody can fact check me on that. The 14 beautiful people that are tuning into Dom and I. Oh man, making me feel my age. Yeah,
you're good, Bofa.
You're
good.
Yeah, no. Well, at least you weren't setting illegal screens on me last night. I'm still feeling that. I got a Steven Adams Aquaman level screen to my back yesterday, dude. And I was just kind of like, wow, I didn't think they let Mack trucks in this gym because that's what it felt like getting hit. So, if you see me a little sitting in my chair, a little wonky today, Dom, you'll know why. Speaking of the series, my friend Joe Rosales wasting no time getting a spot on the Diamond single.
Thank you, Joe. Appreciate you. I believe that is the father of Jason Rosales. Play clock series, guys. Donovan McNabb, Jordan Love, Drew Brees, Bo Nix, Joe Montana, Terry Bradshaw, Dan Marino. The last box in the vault, Jason, is from the and more section, so it's going to be a surprise from the and more section in the vault. But that play clock series in the quarterback room, loaded right now. Alternates and throwbacks, our full-size mix. Brett Favre, Speed Flex, Ray Lewis, Deion Sanders, Steve Young, LaShawn McCoy, Luke Kuechly, Myles Garrett, A.J. Brown. The A.J. Brown, Myles Garrett, Luke Kuechly, LaShawn McCoy, Steve Young, Brett Favre are on Speed Flexes. Ray Lewis and Deion Sanders on Authentics. How about a double up with Ray Lewis and Myles Garrett? Your defense is set. How about Steve Young and Deion Sanders? Steve Young on the team that drafted him first overall, the creamsicle Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Woo. One of the greatest quarterbacks of all time. Get 2 spots in a double, maybe walk away with Brett Favre and Steve Young. Possibly the 2 top quarterbacks of the 1990s. Jerseys, 4 spots to go, $29 a spot. Dan Marino, Michael Irvin, Chris Carter. Secondary headliner, Frank Gore. We have 11 boxes left. 4 headliners in the jerseys. And the minis.
And then whenever you do want to get to that mini double, my friend, you are good to go.
So thank you, sir, for getting that ready. All right, we have Eddie Profit here in the break room, an excellent name. Todd Meyer, Eddie, Thomas, Eddie, Joyce, Eddie, and Ryan. All righty. Sorry for the wait.
Eddie Profit is a fantastic name.
Excellent name to be.
That is an amazing name. I mean, that alone should get you a sponsorship with FanDuel, DraftKings, somebody along those lines, Eddie. So
Eddie Profit.
Eddie Money? Eddie Profit? come on, dude. It's...
Take me home tonight.
Just the puns are endless, man. I almost feel like putting you on our payroll just for having that name alone.
Welcome, Eddie. First time in the break room, too. We always like to ask favorite teams, favorite player. Good luck.
Yeah, he's got 3 spots in this break, and he's already getting himself a head start in the next one. So, Eddie, who are you chasing, my man? Because he just got that first spot in the next mini that we have.
Thank you, Eddie. I heard he's just trying to get a profit in the break room.
What color is the Crickets one over there? There you go.
No Crickets. That was a good one. That was a good one. So 2 numbers, guys. Eddie, Todd, Thomas, Joyce, Bofa. I'll give you guys a few seconds. And we'll break. Julie says, I need this one to close out. Which one, Julie? Which one? I'm sure we can help out, Julie. We've got a great community here in the break room. I always see it. People in the chat, hey guys, can we close out this break? Boom, couple minutes later, breaks close out. So let us know, Julie. We can definitely attempt to close out that break. But 2 numbers, please. If not, I'll go to the wheel. Now we have 24 boxes left, so I can go to the wheel out of 30 for the minis. I'll give you guys a few more seconds, but if not, we'll go to that wheel. Pull this beautiful Adrian Peterson Speed Flex in the vault. No more headliners in the vault, so we made that diamond live for you guys. Maybe we pull Adrian Peterson's quarterback 1 year, Brett Favre, on that Vikings flex. Bofa says 9 and 23. I like that box call. You know why? It's my birthday.
Yeah, look at that.
All right.
Look at that. The more you know.
Yeah, September 23rd. That is my birthday. All
was your 21st this past year?
My 10th year. My 10th anniversary of turning 21.
Yeah.
It's no longer my birthday. It's just anniversary of turning 21 now. All righty, guys. Day I got out of the Marine Corps. Hey.
Wow.
Fine. Thank you
Look
for your
at that.
service,
Look at
man.
that.
Alrighty. So, 10 times in the randomizer. 2005. Heck yeah. Great year for you and me, 2005.
Yeah. What about a month and 3 days later? White Sox broke their 88-year drought.
Yes, sir.
We're sick people for remembering the exact day.
Well, it was just the 20-year anniversary a few weeks ago, so.
Yeah, I know. Crazy, right?
Alternates and throwbacks. Yeah, let's close that out. Brett Favre, Ray Lewis, Deion Sanders, Steve Young, LaShawn McCoy, Luke Kuechly, Myles Garrett, A.J. Brown. That series is freaking loaded. Alrighty. Couple more times.
Yes.
in the
6 spots to go on that, Julie. For that. My team has never been. Oh, that's right. Of course. The Seattle Mariners, correct, Ryan?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we don't have. So
Came
I'm sure.
close.
Yeah, so I'm sure me mentioning the Blue Jays a few minutes ago is probably not wise of me to do.
All right. Bofa, NFC North. Joyce, the NFC South. Thomas, the NFC East. Eddie Profit, the NFC West. The AFC North, AFC South, and the AFC East. And Todd Meyer, the AFC West. Good luck to everybody in this break. We'll go in numerical order. We'll start with box 9. Good luck, everybody.
Good luck.
Minis are loaded right now. Only $52 a spot. And how about a 2-time MVP
How about it?
on your squad? Kurt Warner.
Let's go.
On the Cardinals slate, that's going to be Eddie Profit
KW.
with the NFC West. Congratulations, Eddie. Kurt Warner.
Where'd he go?
Slate. There it is.
Oh, there it is.
So-
Okay, sorry. Yeah,
Okay,
the
yeah.
Santa's little surprise here in the middle.
Yeah, this little the present looks like a box of presents or something.
I was gonna say, well, it's also gonna be an awesome table display as well. We could fit a couple minis up there.
I love the Christmas decorations.
Oh, they're awesome. Was that a net again?
I'm not too sure. I mean, I would.
I have no
not
problem.
too
I
sure.
have no
It looks
problem
good,
giving you
though.
that credit. So I mean, it's amazing. We obviously for Halloween, now for the holiday season, Thanksgiving as well this past week, of course. Hopefully everybody enjoyed theirs. But I know that the Cardinals and Rams both enjoyed their Kurt Warner stints. Top 5 all-time passer rating for playoff quarterbacks. Obviously, the underdog. Anytime that you can get your own documentary named after you,
That's right.
you got to be a pretty relevant person in whatever profession you did. Kurt Warner certainly did that. And now he's actually a very good analyst for NFL Network. So one of the most likable people, I would say, in terms of football in the last 20 to 30 years. I've never heard somebody say, you know what? There's something about that Kurt Warner guy that I just really don't like. Yeah, even opposing teams, like, for example, your Packers, when the Cardinals would face them in the playoffs,
maybe
would
when,
have a mutual respect for Kurt Warner.
Maybe when Kurt Warner and the Cardinals put 51 points against my Packers in a playoff game, maybe I wasn't like, man, I really like that Kurt Warner. Maybe it took me a couple days to cool down after that, but an awesome hit right there. American Underdog, you said it, stole the title of my autobiography, so wow.
You sure that wasn't co-authored?
Here's box 23.
Oh, Eddie's profit just went up that much more right there. Way to go, Eddie.
We got a biscuit. Cornelius Bennett mini helmet on the Rave. That's going to be Eddie in the AFC East. Congrats, Eddie.
Let's get it.
Cornelius Bennett on the Rave mini. Got the JSA cert. Very, very nice. There you go. Beautiful helmet right there. Cornelius Bennett, Eddie Profit.
Biscuit.
In those extra spots, and it paid off. Very nice. Congrats, Eddie.
Not your traditional double up, but a double up nonetheless.
Hey, get those extra spots, and you can double up with multiple divisions. Congrats, Eddie.
This is an odd thing to mention here, Dom, but I feel like anytime that you mention Biscuit or Cornelius Bennett gets pulled, Joshua Bateman always seems to like pop out in the chat.
Joshua, where you at?
He's lurking there somewhere in the back cave, man.
I haven't seen Joshua today.
Yeah? Okay.
Gotham must be
Very busy, yeah.
busy today.
Very, very busy.
Hopefully Joshua is all right, having himself
Julie
good
mentioned, Dom, that she would love that Brett Favre Packer helmet. I have a Brett Favre Vikings helmet already. Okay, there you go.
Julie, yeah, we got to get that Packer helmet. I love Brett Favre, but a Viking helmet, I'm a Packer fan. We got to get that Packer helmet. Now, the Viking helmet in the diamonds rare piece to have. If you have the Viking lid, you got to get the Packer one. Now, if you have the Packer one, you got to get the complete collection and get the Viking one. And then eventually, maybe you got to get some Brett Favre on the Falcons and Brett Favre on the Jets.
Now, that would be something.
How about a dual sign Rodgers, Brett Favre on the Jets?
Oof.
That's what you guys want the dual sign Rodgers and Favre on, right? The Jets helmet, not the Packers.
What a legacy created. I was explaining to my uncle the other day about really how all of the memorabilia and everything works here. He's like, Aaron Rodgers was actually his example, and he's like Rodgers on a Jets helmet and Rodgers on a Packers helmet would be worth the same. I was like, no, that's not. Probably not. I'm like, unless you got the number one Aaron Rodgers fan in the world, they probably would not care. But
Steelers sign Adam Thielen.
Yeah, I did see that a few moments ago. Yeah.
Let me ask you, because you're Bears fans, right? I'm a Packer fan. He's a Cardinal fan.
NFC teams.
Yes. See what happens when the Bears let go of a problem OC and a good one comes in. See what a difference makes. Now let's take that same principle to Mike Tomlin and Arthur Smith. Change is needed, but people don't get it. I will say this, Canyon, he's got more people on his side than ever with the Mike Tomlin might need a change. I kind of understand where the Steeler fans are coming from at the time, where it's like,
I do.
They've been stuck in mediocrity for a while. But I think Mike Tomlin's a great coach, and kind of like Andy Reid with Philadelphia, where it's, him leaving doesn't tell you he's a bad coach. It just means a change of scenery might be needed. I had an Uber driver last week tell me that he thinks Mike Tomlin's going to be coaching Penn State. And ever since that, I've just been stuck in my head that Mike Tomlin's be coaching Penn State.
It might actually be their athletic director, and you didn't know about that. Maybe he's just running a side job there. Who knows? He's got the inside track.
He might have been giving me some inside info. Jerseys 2 spots to go, less than $30 a spot. Dan Marino, Michael Irvin, Chris Carter, and Frank Gore. Still out there in the jerseys. 2 spots to go. I'm guessing this will be our next break. Only $29 a spot. A Dan Marino jersey. Still out there? You get Dan Marino anything autographed for less than $30. How about some Dan Marino isotoner gloves from the commercial back in the day?
Yeah.
Now that'll be a pretty rare piece to have. But Dan Marino in the break room, in the jerseys. Also in that quarterback room series, guys, the play clock. Once we get down to 4 spots, we'll have a 10-minute timer. And whether that break is sold out or not, we'll be doing that break in 10 minutes. Donovan McNabb, Jordan Love, Drew Brees, Bo Nix, Joe Montana, Terry Bradshaw, Dan Marino. Look at that Bo Nix authentic.
Yep.
Now that is a throwback. Rip looked it up during the middle of the 12 p.m. show. 1962 to 1966. The Broncos wore those helmets.
That is something.
I love that helmet right there.
No, that's a classic right there.
Call me crazy, Rob. I know we have a Speed Flex still in this series. I know we have a Packer Authentic where everyone's going to think that I'm going to pick that. And we got Joe Montana, Terry Bradshaw, Dan Marino. But that's my favorite item left in that series because I've never seen that helmet in the break room before. And I will love to check it out for ourselves because, yeah, that helmet looks awesome in the graphic. But you guys know the story. These helmets look 10 times better once we pull it out of the box and see it with our own eyes. Bo Nix. The first place Bo Nix. Still out there. Joe Montana and Terry Bradshaw, those guys know about first place, the 4-time Super Bowl champions. Dan Marino, former MVP, one of the greatest quarterbacks of all time. Quarterback room. Mixer. The Diamonds. Where are we at with those Diamonds? Brand new series in the room.
Should still have Joe Rosales in one, and then still waiting for everybody to come out and play.
Thank you, Joe, for starting the party. In the single, only $103 a spot. I always call this the best bang for your buck in the break room. You want to hit a home run in the break room? You want to beat the house? You want to walk away feeling like a real winner in the break room? How about a Speed Flex helmet for a fraction of the cost? You go on Riddell.com, a Speed Flex helmet that you wear in the football field, no design, no signature, no nothing. $600, $650, $700. Well, you get yourself a autographed Speed Flex helmet with a custom design on one of the best players of all time. Brett Favre on the Vikings Speed Flex. Ray Lewis on the Ravens custom Speed Flex. Jim Brown, one of the greatest athletes ever. Jim Brown, I believe the ESPN All-Century Athletes had him ranked 4th. And that's not football players. That's athletes of all time. That's counting Olympians, basketball, football, whatever. Every athlete in the world. Jim Brown, one of the best ever. Get him on that dripped Cleveland Browns. And not a custom, but if you're getting a Dallas Cowboys helmet, you want the standard. You want that iconic star. Emmitt Smith, the all-time leading rusher. The only MVP in Cowboys history. How crazy is that? The only MVP in Cowboys history. Think of the Cowboys. Think of all the Hall of Famers, all the Super Bowls. But Emmitt Smith, the only MVP in Cowboys history. And you get him in the break room for only 103. Can't win if you don't play, though. Baker Mayfield speed flex. One of the best quarterbacks in the NFL. All of a sudden, that NFC South.
Yeah.
Little interesting now with the Panthers. Hey, ever making fun of my Packers losing to the Panthers? Who's laughing now?
Imagine doing that.
Yeah, who's laughing now? Panthers beat the Rams.
Certainly not people who bet on Matthew Stafford to win MVP. Drake May put himself in the driver's seat after last night's game, and obviously that performance on Sunday was definitely a mixed bag for Matthew Stafford and company. But yeah, how about even last night? Drake May. I mean, who would have thought, man? He's minus 125 right now. He's the odds-on favorite to win MVP going into, week 14? So, just unbelievable stuff, just as we all expected.
Absolutely.
I got that Cowboys Authentic yesterday with Aikman, Irvin, and Smith on it.
Ooh, the triplets. I'm sure there's a couple Cowboy fans a little jealous that Michael won that Cowboys lid. Well, hey.
It's a big 3 right there.
If you're a Cowboy fan who missed out on the triplets, well, get 1/3 of the triplets on the speed flex. Emmitt Smith. And you're going to call me crazy for saying this, but one of the most underrated players of all time. Because when you talk about the greatest running backs ever, Jim Brown, Barry Sanders, Walter Payton, people forget to mention Emmitt Smith, and they'll say, well, he played all those years. Yeah, well, longevity means something, especially in football. They don't keep you around like Udonis Haslem. There's no 15th guy on the bench, right, to just sit there and just be a leader. You got to produce to be on a football team.
Just a random UD strays today, man.
Well, let's be a little honest. He was the 15th man on the Heat for what, 5-6 years? Yeah, maybe longer than that. Maybe
the
10.
Unofficial player coach.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I mean, my biggest thing is that
another Florida Gator.
Your availability is your best quality. At the end of the day, I don't care. And look, me being a Bulls fan, I've had this conversation again. I'll get this off in 10 seconds. A lot of people are circulating about an Anthony Davis rumor, right? And my biggest thing is well, in theory, that sounds great. You had an elite talent, Anthony Davis, but what's the point of mortgaging a lot of your near future for a guy who's going to play half the season, into his mid to late 30s? So, I'm with you 100%. Emmitt Smith, the longevity goat from the running back position, Jerry Rice from the wide receiver position. Yeah, he's one of the best to ever do it, man.
Yep. Emmitt Smith, I forget the year exactly. What was it, 93, guys? Help me out. Holding out the first 2 games of the season. The defending reigning Super Bowl champions, Cowboys, start 0-2. Well, they pay Emmitt Smith. He comes back that same season. Emmitt wins that MVP. The Cowboys win their second Super Bowl of the 3 in the 90s. There you go. There's Emmitt. It could be yours. For as little as 103 in that diamond diamond single. If you want to get in a double with maybe 2 full-size Authentics with 1 spot, get in that double for only 206. So we have some action in the double and some action in the single. So that diamond, it's moving. It is getting there.
Gonna have a jersey break coming up, yeah.
Jersey is sold out.
Julie closing that out.
Thank you, Julie. I know Julie's looking to close out that alternates and throwbacks, but while we wait for that, Julie's hoping to get a winner in the jerseys, maybe a Dan Marino.
How about Julie and Charles? Charles bought 4 spots in here. He's been waiting on that bad boy to close for a little bit. So, especially Julie, though, let's help her out since she helped close out this jersey break, number 20 for the Red Zone jerseys coming up, Dom.
Thank you, Julie. Thank you, Jeff Brown. Jeff getting a spot in that diamond double.
Yes, he did.
Appreciate you, my friend. All righty. So while you get that ready, I'm going to ask for a box number. Just need 1 number, please, if you are in that break, and only if you're in that break. Please drop me a box number for the jersey single first number I see that is available, that will be the box that we do. I can grab it, Rob. They're right here. I do the Collinsworth slide.
He brought that back.
Yeah.
He brought it back, man.
I was happy. First, 500 game?
Yeah.
Collinsworth.
This is the day and age we live in now, where broadcasters are now getting milestone tributes for themselves. Bring back their patented moves.
I love Collinsworth. He deserves it.
Yeah.
21.
We're 21 going off the ticker. Thank you there, Charlie. Yeah, we're big Collinsworth guys. We always have been. Big.
Well, there's a guy.
Well, here's a guy.
Box 21.
Nice to see Robert Pratt getting rewarded for our great Cyber Week promo. Getting a nice autographed jersey sent his way. Mr. Pratt, a longtime break room regular here at Ultimate Autographs. Appreciate you, Mr. Pratt.
Thank you, Robert. Got that Cyber Week free autograph jersey. Orders $350 or up. Get that free jersey. Alrighty. So just waiting on. You got the break page. You got the names in here yet?
Yeah, it should be. Yep, they're in there.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Good
Alright,
to
both
go.
Thomas, Charles, and Julie. Alrighty. Put you guys in the randomizer 10 times for our jersey break. Charlie was first with box 21. It's going to be lucky for somebody. Here we go. 10 times, guys. 10 times in the randomizer. Let's roll. Alrighty, the final click. There we are. Alrighty. Copy and paste. Take you to your division spots. Charlie, you got the NFC North, the South, the East, Bofa, the NFC West, Thomas, the AFC North, Julie, the AFC South, Charles, the AFC East, and Julie, the AFC West. Good luck to everybody. Box 21. This box is going to be blackjack for somebody.
Haha, because the box numbers.
There you go.
Best host around, guys. Don Pellegrini.
Hey, if it's not fun, you're supposed to fake laugh anyways.
Who's going to cash out on this?
How about a nightmare? The Nigerian
Ooh,
nightmare.
Very cool.
Christian Okoye, former rushing yard champion.
Very nice.
That's going to be Julie with that closer spot in the AFC West. Congratulations, Julie. Christian Okoye. Very, very nice. Former running back for the Kansas City Chiefs. There you go. Great hit. Let's see the JSA cert. Just like all of our items here, certified by the best of the best. JSA, Beckett, Fanatics, you name it.
Yeah, Nigerian Nightmare. Very accurate description of Okoye, who had some star-studded seasons with Kansas City. Fullback. Whew. His speed and his size, man, the big pads.
Yeah, the big shoulder pads. You don't see those anymore. Now it's like the smaller the shoulder pads. We got to bring back the big shoulder pads. And what's the neck roll? You don't see no one wear the neck roll and the big shoulder pads anymore. So congratulations. Very nice. Christian Okoye. It happens, Charlie. Buy those 4 spots and, it takes 1 spot to win, unfortunately. All I can say is get back in that batter's box. Test your luck. And we'll say this, if you're willing to spend over $100 in a break, you just saw all it takes is 1 spot to win. Maybe take it to the diamond single. Win yourself a Speed Flex helmet and walk away with something 10 times worth of value what you put in. And all it takes is 1 spot to win here in the break room. Christian Okoye.
Yeah, and one thing I will say, Charlie, just because I have seen this are your first couple of orders here, buddy. One guy that I always like to quote a lot is my guy Brian Maresca. One of my favorite comments I've seen here in my time at UA. He commented after somebody had one of their first losses here in their break room and said, "Hey, I lost my first 25 and I kept coming back because of the energy, because of the community, because of the show itself, obviously the products, which is what's most important for everybody here." And he says that he's definitely won more than he's lost. He plays for his nephews, his nieces, so it's just just one of those things where, look, the greatest baseball players of all time, they fail 7 times out of 10, right?
That's right.
So that's the way that you got to approach the break room. So, yeah, that's the way that I look at it. Because for me, myself, even before I started here at UA, even me playing in different break rooms and things like that, it's just one of those situations. But we have so many great other items, Dom, to get ourselves into and invested in as well. So,
yes.
and the thing is that with those jerseys, man, the headliners are still intact.
That is right. So the Speedflex helmets on average are worth more than $800. Yeah, autographed Speedflex normally worth more than $800, especially Emmitt Smith, Ray Lewis, Brett Favre, Speedflexes, Baker Mayfield. Now, you go on Riddell.com and you want to type in just a Speedflex, see how much it costs on there. An unautographed Speedflex, around $600, $650. I don't know if they're having any, Cyber Monday deal like we are having here in the break room, but around the $600, $700 for an unsigned Speedflex helmet. You can get yourself a Speedflex helmet, Brett Favre, Emmitt Smith, Baker Mayfield, Ray Lewis, for a fraction of the cost. You want to hit a home run in the break room? You want to get the best bang for your buck? You want to get that $100 order for the $1,000 profit? This is the way to do it in the diamonds. Authentics are better in every single box. If you know you're going to spend over $100, $200 in the break room, I get it if you want the extra spots and the minis and the jerseys, understandable. But if you want to walk away with a home run hit in the break room, I recommend getting a spot in the diamonds. It's the best bang for your buck. Authentics are better in every single box in this series. You win in this series, the worst you can win is an authentic helmet of a great player. If anyone has any questions about who's in this series, their favorite teams, favorite players, let us know. If you don't see your favorite team on the headliner photo or in the headliner list, I can tell you who on your favorite team I can see hiding out in this and more section in the Audible Diamonds. That's a question for the chat. I'm not too sure. I've never been to a card show, so I'm not too sure how that works. But the Audible Diamond Authentic Series.
I would say it's probably a good place to gauge an idea of how much a price is for a particular item.
I've never been, so I can't answer. If anyone wants to answer who's been, they'll give you a better answer. I don't want to give you an answer and it's not, a real answer. It's a good question. That is the diamonds in the room. What do you guys want to do next? Little open right now, but that can change in just a matter of moments. Let's see, refresh this, see how many people are watching right now. All right. If anyone has any questions, please feel free. You buy one spot in the break room. You have a 1 in 8 chance of winning yourself an awesome piece of sports memorabilia. Yeah, I just never been to a card show, so I just, and I never, talked with selling items, so I can't give you a real answer. But I know for a fact we have people in this chat that have been to card shows that worked out some deals. They can give you a better answer, more experienced answer. I don't want to give you an answer. I have no experience with it, right? It's not too smart.
Yeah, I can tell you right now, guys, I have a pretty good BS detector out there, and Dom never reads. He's just a big no data found on his BS detector. So
I found it pretty probably late in life, but I did find it recently that it's easier if you tell the truth, it's a lot easier to keep the story straight. I know that from card shows. Yeah, I know there's one in Rosemont. The Donald Stevenson. They have the National here in Chicago every couple years. I think it was here this year. I think it's like, once every 2 years, 3 years, we have the National. I've just never been. Definitely something that I want to check out in the near future, for sure. This year I was working. It was, it was a couple months ago. This year I was working the weekend that it was here, so I was not able to make it, but definitely something next year that I definitely want to check out. Next time it's in Illinois, the Rosemont area. Don't have to wait for that card show to see some awesome autographs. So
yep,
we could see them in the break room right now. What do you guys want to do? Our closest break is... Well, we just got a couple spots taken in that mini. 6 spots to go in that mini box break. Minis are moving.
Yes, they are.
Plenty of headliners in that series, so That definitely makes sense why those minis are moving. That is a $52 double up break, guys. So keep in mind, for only $52, you have a chance to walk away with 2 mini helmets with one spot here in that break. And here it is. Let me bring this up. Joey Bosa, Jason Taylor. There's a double up opportunity right there in the AFC East. Steve Young, Dwight Freeney, Deion Sanders, LaDainian Tomlinson, Michael Irvin, Roger Craig, Kyle Hamilton, and Patrick Peterson still out there. We'll see if the Patrick Peterson is on your Arizona Cardinal mini helmet. If it is, that pairs with the Steve Young. But we have Patrick Peterson on the... I've seen him on the Steelers in the break room. I've seen him on the Vikings in the break room. So it is a secondary headliner. We'll see. But maybe Steve Young and Roger Craig, who just got advanced in the Hall of Fame voting. He's now a semifinalist. Shout out to Roger Craig.
Yeah. A part of that exclusive club, as you were mentioning, the 1,000 club.
Yeah, only 3 players ever did that, and he's the first player to ever do that, Roger Craig. And the other names on that list, former MVP Marshall Faulk and Christian McCaffrey, who's having another Christian McCaffrey-like season. He might do 1,000 again, McCaffrey, this season, in honor of Roger Craig. That would make sense if Roger Craig gets inducted into the Hall of Fame and then McCaffrey gets 1,000. Just makes sense, right? Perfect timing.
Yeah.
Roger Craig in this series. Only $52. A spot in the minis. I love the minis. Easy to display. I love the minis. Not as much as the diamonds, though. Full size. Authentics or better. We have our first spot taken in the double. First spot taken in the single. JSN, who's having an Offensive Player of the Year type season. Ashton Genty on that iconic standard. Vegas Raiders. LaDainian Tomlinson, get that double up in the AFC West. Genty and Tomlinson. If I really want to go throwback, Oakland Raiders and San Diego Chargers for this break. Emmitt Smith, Speed Flex. You don't have to be a Cowboy fan. If you are a collector and you like to trade, you like to sell, you like to swap, a Diamond Series where an Emmitt Smith Speed Flex for as low as 103, you win this helmet, and let's say you can't stand the Cowboys. I don't know why you wouldn't be able to stand the Cowboys, one of the most likable teams in all sports, right? Dallas Cowboys. But let's say you can't stand the Cowboys. Well, you win that Emmitt Smith Speed Flex for a fraction of the cost. You're going to have Cowboy fans in your inbox looking to make a deal or looking to buy that helmet, and you can trade for your favorite squad, get a Speed Flex to your favorite team, or get a nice payday and go on a nice little vacay in spite of those Dallas Cowboys who you can't stand. I couldn't imagine why no one wouldn't like the Cowboys, though.
Also, it would be a nice flex, too, right, to say that, hey, you know why I'm here in Cabo? I got this nice farmer's tan going on for me, Dom. Emmitt Smith paid for my trip.
Yeah. Emmitt Smith, how do you do that? Well, I won a helmet for $100 and I sold him for...
But don't even tell them that. Nobody believes you'd be like, hey, I got a picture with my buddy Emmitt right before he flew out here. Took the selfie with the helmet and be like, bam.
There you go.
There you go. That's how I got myself here. Same thing could be said for Ray Lewis, Jim Brown. Now, that in my personal opinion, out of all the series we got going on right now, and again, we are absolutely loaded with Speed Flexes, Dom, in the Alt and Throwback series. Between the Favre, the Young, the McCoy, which, by the way, McCoy, fly, Eagles, fly. They didn't fly very high on Black Friday football, but that's a story for another day. That is absolutely gorgeous. The Kelly Green custom Speed Flex for LaShawn McCoy in that series is amazing.
A.J. Brown, too, still in that series.
A.J. Brown is very, very nice. The Myles Garrett is a very different-looking Cleveland Brown Speed Flex from what we traditionally see on an all-white Speed Flex with a jet black visor, my personal favorite. Point I was trying to get there, Dom, is in that particular Diamond series, that Jim Brown Speed Flex, I think, is probably the best-looking Speed Flex we have out of any series. And the fact that you can get it for a smidge over 100 smackaroos. And again, look, I only mention this because it's a part of collecting. It's a part of how this business and industry works. Unfortunately, of course, Jim Brown, the late, great Jim Brown, his passing makes his autograph and his merchandise that much more valuable because it's going to obviously be in more and more limited supply. So, are you ever going to find a Jim Speed Flex out there for $103 on value to potentially get one? No, it's impossible unless somebody is literally so desperate that they needed to pay their water bill. So no, I do not think that would be the case. However, I would say that if you end up going into this series, Dom, because the Diamonds are brand new, we have not yet done a break in this, why not just go in there and double up for it? Don't get greedy. Get greedy on a Tuesday afternoon, man. Go after that beautiful Jim Brown there and double up for the Ray Lewis. Like, what are we doing on that custom another drip? Talk about a drippy Tuesday. That on the alt Baltimore Ravens logo on the red-eyed Raven. If you watched some Thanksgiving Day football, they wore those exact helmets on Thanksgiving. So. Which was a really cool sight to see. It was like, wow, my work is on TV. That's crazy.
I saw it was the Thursday night game a few weeks ago. It was Steelers-Bengals. And it was the game where Jamar Chase had all those catches. And he signed a helmet. They have like an Amazon helmet that they sign after the game. And he signed the helmet. And I was like, that's pretty cool because I know exactly how his signature looks. So I was like, oh, that's cool. But yeah, you said it. Ray Lewis, Jim Brown, 2 speed flexes. Could be yours for only $206. 206? Get a spot in this double? And I know we like to wait for the headline out of the box ratio. I understand, like the play clock series right now, which is 11 boxes, 7 headliners. But every box, every headliner, every double-up opportunity is still alive right now. This is when you want to play the doubles, when every single box is still available, because there'd be double-up opportunities that you don't know about that you could potentially win in this series because you have all the boxes, every double-up possibility is still available. But yeah, that Ray Lewis, Jim Brown, get that Cleveland Browns speed flex, and then you get the team that took over for the Browns for a few years, the Baltimore Ravens, Ray Lewis, who the Browns left in 1995, and then that draft of the following season, Ray Lewis.
Ray Lewis, yeah.
So he was
Ray
very close to being a Cleveland Brown Hall of Famer, Ray Lewis.
How about
that AFC North?
I was going to say, let me ask you a little quick hypothetical here, since we got orders coming in a little bit here and there again halfway through our mini series that got going on. Thanks to Julie Caddy, and then we got Thomas. Thomas Sondergaard, also known as Texas Toast, tuning into the show as well today. Thomas, good to see you. Getting a spot in that new jersey break, I should say, live break number 21. I want to ask you, what's your biggest NFL hypothetical or butterfly effect where, it could have been a shoulda, woulda, coulda if one thing would have went this way but went the other way? What do you think is the biggest one in NFL history? It could have been a draft day decision, a draft day trade, an injury.
49ers drafting Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah, right?
I mean, for personal experience for me.
You know what's crazy is that was almost seems like it was a movie because when everything was going on live, because the camera was so panned on Rodgers in the draft room because he kept just down. Yeah, Soul Patch Rodgers. Yeah. I mean, playing in San Francisco's backyard when he played at Berkeley. Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's
49er fan. He was a Steve Young fan growing up. Aaron
Crazy.
Rodgers, being from Chico, California. There you go, Chris. So what are we going to do next? Minis are 3 spots left. I'm guessing we're going to do some minis coming up. Joey Bosa, Jason Taylor, Steve Young, Dwight Freeney, Deion Sanders, LaDainian Tomlinson, Michael Irvin, Roger Craig, Kyle Hamilton, Patrick Peterson still out there. So the minis, 3 spots to go, only $52. It is an automatic double box break. The minis, so easy to display, right? I got a couple minis on my TV stand at home alongside my Brett Favre Authentic. If you got to give someone a quick grab bag gift, a mini is a perfect grab bag gift. Woo. Now, if you have to give someone special in your life a real gift, well, a full-size Speed Flex or an authentic helmet from their favorite team definitely is a great, great gift. And I always say this during the shows, Rob. You can win yourself a Speed Flex helmet. Let's say you have a Cowboy fan in your life, a special Cowboy fan in your life. Holidays are coming up. Memorabilia makes for an excellent gift. I know this for a fact because my mother one year got me a Brett Favre Authentic helmet, and it is still on my TV stand. That was about like 15 years ago. It is still on my freaking TV stand. I love that gift.
How many times a year do you apply maintenance to it? You bring out the little Swiffer wet jet. You polish it.
No one is allowed 5 feet from it. You ever see The Hangover with Alan? He's like, "Don't touch it. Don't even look at it." That's me with my Brett Favre helmet. Don't even look.
With his dad's car.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't even think about it. My Brett Favre, but it makes for an excellent gift. The problem is that my mom had to pay full price for that. We didn't have ultimate autographs.
Well, that's not a problem for you.
Yeah, 15 years ago. These customers, they can take advantage of a great, great situation right now and win themselves, let's say, a Emmitt Smith Speed Flex for a fraction of the cost, a Jim Brown Speed Flex for a fraction of the cost, a Ray Lewis Speed Flex for a fraction of the cost, and then gift that item to the person that they're going to gift it to. And then you don't have to tell them that you won it in the break room for a fraction of the cost. You can let them think that you paid full price for this lid, and they're like, damn, they just spent over $1,000 on an Emmitt Smith Speed Flex for me for the holidays.
Yeah.
Shit, now I got to give them a gift over $1,000. You can pull that on them. You don't got to tell them that you won it for a fraction of the cost. Now, we would like it so we get more people in the break room say, yeah, I got an Ultimate Autograph, check it out for yourself, but you want to pull a fast one on your friends, family, on the holidays.
Yep, and if they come into the chat and they question it, we have your back 100%.
Yeah, well, I never seen that person before. I don't know what you're talking about.
Be like, wait, I swear, $103? $103? No. Oh, you're supposed to be $1,003 for this.
Like,
yeah.
How
did this happen?
Yeah. Let's say if, example, Todd Meyer won the... Now, Todd is a Viking fan, so I doubt that he's going to gift this to somebody for the holidays. But let's say Todd had he was going to gift it for someone for the holidays. Someone comes in and like, did Todd Meyer win this helmet in here, or did he pay full price? I'm like, I don't know what you're talking about. I think Todd paid full price for the helmet for your gift. But Todd blew in the heat. He was like, well, I got that for a fraction of the cost. Now, that could be you. But you can't win if you don't play. If anyone has any questions, please feel free to ask. That's what we're here for. Even if the question is, what is this? What am I watching? How does this work? We would rather have you ask that question than you get a spot in the break and you don't know how it works. And
1,000%.
We do the break, and unfortunately, you don't win. You're like, wait a minute. I paid for something. Where's my item? Because if you bought a spot, I want to clarify, a spot on the break page, you are not guaranteed to win an item. You have a 1 in 8 chance, I'd say, if you bought one spot, but a 1 in 8 chance to win yourself a awesome piece of sports memorabilia for a fraction of the cost. $357 here in the break room. What do you guys want to do next? Minis are 3 spots to go. I'll drop that link in the chat.
You know, and just to give a real world example, right? I mean, we're not just here creating hypotheticals for you guys, and I want to go back on something that you mentioned is a nice gift grab. Literally the item that you mentioned, the mini, not too long ago, Dom. This is why, you know, I don't want to anger you with this, okay? Just bear with me because I'm in love with a man named Michael Arias, our big-time resident Vikings fan alongside Todd Meyer. He was kind enough to gift me a Jim McMahon Rave Mini about 2 weeks ago or so, and that's going to end up under my dad's side of his Christmas tree. So, again, it's a very real-world possibility, guys. You know, I have Big Mike to have a big thank you for the holiday season. So, and my dad, the 2 teams he talks about the most, us being in the Chicagoland area, 2005 White Sox, 1985 Chicago Bears, obviously the team that McMahon quarterbacked all those years ago. So, you know, it makes for a really great touch for any one of these gifts. So, yeah, holiday season right around the corner. We got everything on the table here for you guys. We want to bring the holiday spirit. Obviously, this holiday season, you know, could be the season for loving too. You want to put a pretty nice diamond on your girl's finger. Well, you know how you can also afford or purchase something for your wifey to be. Like Dom said, you get one of these diamonds, hint, hint, wink, wink, at a fraction of the cost. Let's say for $103, you land any one of those speed flexes from Ray Lewis to Jim Brown to Brett Favre. Is that Baker Mayfield an authentic?
Speed
Flex at Baker Mayfield, Speed Flex. Any one of those easily a 4-digit value. I guarantee you that will take you a long way to getting a nice little ring on your future fiance's fingers. So totally not dropping hints for myself going forward here. So.
There you go.
So
don't stop at one. Get 2 of them in that double.
2 engagement rings? Oh, yeah, that too. Guillen bat's still waiting for you, Rob. Oh, here we go. Oh, yeah, that Ozzy Guillen bat is... Oh, that's tempting. I was going to say, if my dad's not super satisfied with the Jim McMahon, I might have to upgrade that to the Ozzy bat. So that's definitely going to be on deck, though. But yeah, Mike, we can talk about that for sure. So I love me some
Ozzy.
I love me some Ozzy ball, man. We love Ozzy here, so that would be really, really cool.
Brett Favre, Packers, Speed Flex, and the Audible Diamonds. I think this is the first Viking that I'm going to win for Michael Arias. I think it was destiny. If I had to pull one Viking helmet, it's Brett Favre. Michael, it's got your name on it, my man. There he is, Brett Favre on that Viking speed flicks. It pains me to say this, but Brett Favre, damn good that first year with the Minnesota Vikings. Went to the NFC Championship. Tough game to watch now if you have in hindsight, now that Brett Favre with the Parkinson's disease disorder, but that Saints game with the Bounty Gate, obviously not fun to watch now with what we know now.
It was their DC. Was that Grant Williams?
Greg Williams.
Greg Williams, yeah. My apologies. Sorry to the current Charlotte Hornets bench player, Grant Williams. Yeah, that was such a crazy time.
Yeah, not cool. I know
that's insane, man.
I know Brett Favre was on the Vikings. I don't want anyone purposely trying to get anyone hurt in football. That is one thing. It's a physical game already. You could injure a player by trying not to injure a guy. So let's not try to injure people.
In any walks of life. Us at Ultimate Autographs, we do not encourage
that. At the end of the day, though, the football players, they're rival. They're also co-workers in a sense. You don't want the other team trying to injure you, right? So I get that was, almost 20 years ago, so we don't have to go too much into it. But one of my least favorite things to ever happen in football.
I mean, just one last point on that. I mean, look at the CTE situation, all the concussion protocols, and how much more that's emphasized now, right? I mean, like you said, even though it was only 20 years ago or so, I mean, you are actively putting not just their lives at risk by purposely trying to hurt guys back then, but I mean for their lives going forward.
I got you.
So just stop there. Bad memories.
I feel you, Michael. I feel you, my man. Brett Favre. One of here, I owe you, Mike. Bad memory for me. One of the games that kind of just like left me, two of them actually, that left me tossing and turning at night. Brett Favre, the first year he was with the Vikings, his first two games against the Packers, Monday Night Football, the game in Minnesota, tore us up, 4 touchdowns. They beat us. Then Lambeau Field, the second game he played against us, again, balled out. Brett Favre doing Brett Favre things. Beat us that year. Next year we got him. We won the Super Bowl next year. We got him, but
there you go.
He had his revenge his first year against the Packers, no doubt about it. That game was one of my least favorite Packer games. I owed Michael a bad memory for myself. There you go.
This is a nice little trauma dump session that we got going on here, guys. But so Nick Mamula was the last person to get an order in here, Dom, about 10 minutes ago or so. Just a quick little refresh out the break room for you guys. We have 17 people watching right now, 34 eyeballs on the screen, 33 if one of you is Mike Wazowski. Mike Wazowski. We got 3 spots left in that mini double live break number 5. That's been very popular today. 6 spots to go in the jerseys, my friend. 6 to go in the alts and throwbacks, which, again, I will be honest with you. The amount of speed flexes we have in the headliners, and I'm no mathematician, Don, but we have 9 headliners left, and 6 of them are speed flexes. So for that price point, which is not too far off the diamonds, mind you, very, very surprised that is not getting cleaned out, since you have a better than a 1 in 2 chance of getting one of those.
You guys like your headliner box ratio, Rob? You knocked it out of the park right there. Alternates and throwback. Brett Favre, Ray Lewis, Deion Sanders, Steve Young, LaShawn McCoy, Luke Kuechly, Myles Garrett, A.J. Brown, and secondary headliner Frank Gore. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You said it. 6 speed flexes still left in that series. Wow. Grab those spots. You don't want to miss your chance.
Gobble them up.
Brett Favre, Steve Young. It's Steve Young on the team that drafted him on that throwback Buccaneers creamsicle. Beautiful helmet right there. Where's my Eagle fans? A.J. Brown and LaShawn McCoy. 1 spot, all it takes. Get LaShawn McCoy on that beautiful throwback Kelly Green diamond helmet. Speed flex. And then A.J. Brown on the Eagles black alternate. That spot, you have the NFC East, and they both come out. Well, 2 speed flexes for under $200, 192 in the alternates and throwback series. 6 spots to go for that double. I'll drop the link in the chat, make it nice and easy for you guys. So there's the alternates and throwbacks. But if you ask me, I would love to at least do the first break in this diamond break. I love the diamonds. Authentics are better in every single box. The best bang for your buck in the break room. And I love it because, yeah, it's authentics are better, but the names in this series, There's going to be names that are in this series that are from the and more section that you guys are going to be scratching your head like, and more section? How the hell is he not a headliner? But that is the Diamond Series. JSN, Genty, LaDainian Tomlinson, Emmitt Smith, Jim Brown, Brett Favre, Jonathan Taylor, Andre Johnson, Baker Mayfield, Ray Lewis. Get in that double, get Jim Brown, Ray Lewis, Genty, and Tomlinson possibly. Luke Kuechly, Earl Campbell, and Drew Bledsoe. Get a Baker Mayfield speed flex and a Luke Kuechly authentic in the NFC South, possibly. If they both come out in that double, and your name belongs in the NFC South, for a fraction of the cost, you can take home 2 helmets with only 1 spot. But you can't win if you don't play. The Diamonds, you want to hit a home run in the break room? Well, this is the break for you. Authentics are better in every single box. Let's run it. Oh, Danilo Gallinari just retired.
Yeah, after a 20-year career, that's a crazy transition. I was not expecting Danilo Gallinari talk when I walked into work today, but yeah, the Italian sniper.
I just got an update on my phone. I just got like alert. I'm like, what happened here?
Oh, you got those Gallinotis on?
Yeah, I got the.
You hitting up the retirement ceremony?
Gallinari was a good player.
No, I liked Gallo.
Mello trade.
I was gonna say a part of that Mello trade, yeah, from Denver to New York. So, yeah, actually had some fun Denver teams that he was on. Him, Andre Iguodala, Andre Miller, Wilson Chandler, DePaul legend, Wilson Chandler,
Kenneth Faried, right?
Kenneth Faried, yeah. Chris Anderson, Birdman.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, they were that was that was like a sneaky that was the definition of like an 8th seed. And by the way, in the Western Conference back then, that's not any disrespect. That's a mid to high 40-win team.
50-win team, yeah.
Yeah. I think they cracked 50 and 32 one year.
Now I remember one year in the 8th seed, there was like the 8th seed was like 52 and 30. And you look in the East and the 2 seed was 52 and 30. Two spots to go in the minis. This will be our next break. Joey Bosa, Jason Taylor, Steve Young, Dwight Freeney, Deion Sanders, LaDainian Tomlinson, Michael Irvin. I would love to see that Rave LT. Roger Craig, Kyle Hamilton, Patrick Peterson. We have that Rave LT in the Diamonds as well. And if it looks good on the minis, you know it's going to look even better on that full-size authentic. But the minis surely will be coming up shortly. Only 2 spots to go. It's $52 a spot. It's an automatic double box break. I mean, you have a chance to take home 2 mini helmets for only $52. Yeah, why not, right? Were all those headliners still available? Joey Bosa, Jason Taylor, Steve Young, Dwight Freeney, Deion Sanders, LaDainian Tomlinson, Michael Irvin, Roger Craig, Kyle Hamilton, Patrick Peterson. I mean, there's minis in the headliner minis itself. You win one of these photo headliners for $52. You're happy with just winning one of those, right? You're like, damn, I won this for only $52. Now, keep in mind, it's an automatic double box break, so you have a chance to, let's say, you win the Joey Bosa, you're feeling pretty damn good, right? Yeah, Joey Bosa, well, don't go anywhere just fast because that next box could be Jason Taylor, or if it's an AFC East hit, you win again. And there's 24 boxes left, so still plenty of chances to double up in the mini box break. Only $52 a spot. We do have our... I'll show this off really fast. It's punch card day. Today only, guys.
Yes, sir.
Take advantage of an awesome, awesome deal. You know, it used to be 10 purchases get you a punch card, a hole on your punch card. Well, 5 $100 or more purchases get you that $50 gift card. Get that punch on there, guys.
Punch, punch, punch.
For 5 punches, $100 or more, get that $50 gift card that you can use on our break page however you want. Get a couple spots in the Diamonds. Get a spot in that last vault. A couple doubles, potentially. That alternates and throwback series right now, unbelievably stacked. Brett Favre, LaShawn McCoy, Luke Kuechly, Myles Garrett, A.J. Brown, Steve Young speed flexes. We have a Deion Sanders, a Ray Lewis authentic. Some awesome, awesome names still out there in that series. 1 spot to go in the minis. 1 spot left. Thank you. And I always see this here in the break room, especially with a series like the Diamonds where it's 103 a spot. They see that 103 a spot, Rob, and like, I don't know about that, 103. But then I see them getting breaks, sporadically throughout the day, and they end up spending like $400, $500 on breaks, on minis and jerseys, which is awesome if you like to collect minis and jerseys. But if you want to get the best bang for your buck, the most value, take a chance in the Diamonds. One spot, 103. Yep. You can win yourself a Speed Flex helmet, maybe win yourself a helmet that is north of $1,000. I can promise you, you're not going to win anything over $1,000 in the minis and the jerseys. Now, you can win something for, a few $100s of your profit. Make no mistake about it. But if you want to hit that home run, you want to beat the house, you want to start your week right. It's Tuesday, right? You got a long week of work coming up. But you want to have a, goes by a little faster if you have a Speed Flex helmet coming in the mail that week. Get in the Diamonds. So the punch card is, as you see right here, 5 $100 or more purchases get you a $50 gift card.
Today only.
Today only. So if you ask tomorrow, it will not be up. It's punch card day. I don't know if that is a real holiday or not. If it is,
National Punch Day.
Am I getting paid time and a half for punch card day? I don't think so.
It's a lot of punches.
Hell yeah. But 5 $100 or more purchases, $50 gift card. So rack up those purchases. And keep in mind, too, we have our mystery box tab up, guys. And you could always buy one outright, but sign up for our signature club. Rack up those reward points. If you're not a member already, make sure you are signed up. I'll drop that link in the chat. Because you get those reward points in, you might not have to buy one of those mystery boxes. You can get yourself a free one. Jerseys, minis, a headliner package. We'll see. There's that Cyber Week jersey box promo. You guys want to check that out as well. I could drop that link in the chat. Having a Cyber Week in the break room, not just a Cyber Monday. All righty. So we know we're close on a mini box break. What do you guys want to do next? All righty. It looks like we do have a mini coming up.
Let's do it. All right. Appreciate you guys. I know Thomas. Let's see if he closed that bad. And he did.
Thank you, Thomas.
Whole lot of Mr. Sondergaard.
And I only say that, listen, if you love playing the minis and love playing their jerseys, more power to you. But I only say that if you want to get the best bang for your buck in the break room.
Yep.
I see too many times where people are like, well, I'm not going to play the Diamonds because that's $100 a spot. And then they play the jerseys and the minis throughout the whole show, and they end up spending $400, $500 in the minis and the jerseys. And I always say, if you're willing to spend that much money, play the Diamonds. Play something where you can win yourself a Speed Flex or a full-size lid, where you get the best bang for your buck. But I do love the mini helmets. Definitely some of our fun breaks. I mean, $52 for a double box break. You can't go wrong with that, right?
Again, we said it's one of the it's one of my personal favorites to play into because again, it's a double box break as you mentioned, and on top of that, it's a really great bang for your buck type of situation because again, you still get some very, very valuable legendary players, autographed signatures, some of the best memorabilia that you can get around, and you can place it just about anywhere on your desk, on your shelf, just a part of your regular PC. Again, in a stocking under a tree. It's also just very convenient as well, right? So, because again, there's only a reason why you have your Brett Favre lid in your room. Limited amount of space. That's just what we always have to deal with in life. In your home, unless you have, a garage or a storage place where you can put endless amounts of memorabilia. Not all of us have that. I think the minis are a really good place, especially for people that are just starting down to get their PCs together. I think that's another avenue that you can look at. I know when I started mine, that was the first thing that I went to was going to the minis. And Thomas looks like he's got his numbers picked.
All right, Thomas with 4 and 8.
Get that for you in a second. Shout out to you, Julie. Julie getting into the diamond double.
There you go. Julie Katie?
Yes, sir.
Julie gets it. She gets it. Diamonds are the best bang for your buck in the break room. You want to hit a home run in the break room? You want to hit a steal? You want to beat the house? It's the Diamonds. Make no mistake about it.
You want to be the Terrence Gore of this break room?
Ooh, there you go.
Be the Billy Hamilton?
He's a World Series champion, Terrence Gore, right? For the Royals?
Yes, he was.
All right, 10 times for the randomizer, guys.
Get you that.
And the final click. There we are. Alrighty. Copy and paste. Take you to your divisions for our mini box break. Thomas in the NFC North, Julie in the NFC South, Thomas in the NFC East, Michael in the NFC West, Eddie in the AFC North, Thomas in the AFC South and the AFC East, and Julie in the AFC West. Thank you, guys. We'll start with box 4. We're going numerical order. Good luck. And thank you to Julie getting the diamonds. That's all it takes is a party starter. They see it's 6 to go. They're like, okay, a couple people, they want to do the diamonds. I'll get in. Then it's 5 to go. Ooh, Julie. Julie, maybe this is a foreshadowing about the diamonds because we have ourselves a LaDainian Tomlinson mini helmet. Congratulations, Julie. Gosh, this is gorgeous. LaDainian Tomlinson Rave mini helmet. Beckett cert on the back. One of the best running backs of all time. A former MVP. Most touchdowns in a single season. Hell yeah. Congrats, Julie. LaDainian Tomlinson.
Definitely one of my favorite players growing up, Dom, to say the least.
Me too.
I think you and I can both agree with that. You always like to say about his jersey that you weren't really one of the cool kids unless you had that powder
I never said
blue.
I wasn't one of the cool kids. I never said I wasn't. You just assumed I wasn't.
You probably had 2 jerseys just to make sure of LT to make sure to show off your cooliness. But yeah, LT, man, he set that touchdown record, I believe, back in 2007 or 2006, because I know he won MVP in 2006. But
I believe it was 06. He got the record.
One of the greatest, most electrifying running backs of all time in LT. So a guy that was must-see TV. There are all-time greats, Dom, and then there are guys that are must-watch. Guys that, let's say, for example, you and me drive up to Green Bay, Wisconsin 20 years ago.
I'm trying to get people to go to Green Bay, Wisconsin on Sunday. I'm serious.
If there was a team for you to go and see play, it would be LaDainian Tomlinson to go see play against your favorite team. The 06 MVP, the 5-time Pro Bowler, 3-time All-Pro, obviously a Hall of Famer. That 06 season, by the way, good Lord. 1,800 yards on the ground, 28 touchdowns. Mm-hmm. Averaged 100.
How many receiving touchdowns, too?
3.
So 31 total touchdowns that year. Good luck breaking that record.
That's freaking ridiculous.
All right, box 8. Christian McCaffrey, a couple years ago, seemed like he was scoring every week that he had a chance of breaking the record. He didn't even come close to breaking LT's record, which he's instilling the diamonds on that beautiful Rave helmet.
And nowadays, you get the extra week, too.
All righty. How about a Chicago Bear? It is Lance Briggs, former Pro Bowl linebacker. One of the most underrated players, too.
Briggsy.
Of his generation. Him and Brian Urlacher, nice 1-2 combo for the linebacker corps in Chicago. Beckett cert. Nice hit. Lance Briggs, man. Even as a Packer fan, I knew how good he was.
There you go, Thomas.
Very underrated. I don't see anything of those Bears defenses from the 2000s. You think of Brian Urlacher, but the unsung heroes in that defense, Lance Briggs, Charles Tillman.
I think he led the league in tackles one year, Lance Briggs, and that's going alongside Brian Urlacher.
Mm-hmm. So, very nice.
What does that tell you?
The former Arizona Wildcat. Congrats, Thomas. Cool hit right here. Lance Briggs. I believe he still does the Bears postgame show.
Yeah, he does that with Alex Brown, Olin Kreutz.
I think Dave Wannstedt, too,
Dave
right?
Wannstedt, yeah, the coach. Former coach of the Chicago Bears.
He's freaking tall, man. I was walking next to him one day downtown. I used to work downtown Chicago. And I was walking right next to him, and I didn't realize it at the time. And I looked, like, who's this freakishly tall person right next to me? Then you see the thick mustache. And when is that Dave Wannstedt? When you see Dave Wannstedt, it's, that's Dave Wannstedt.
Yeah.
So, pretty cool to see him.
That's awesome.
Former Dolphins and Bears coach. Pitt Panther coach as well. Former Cowboys defensive coordinator when Emmett and the boys were winning those Super Bowls. Dave Wannstedt, the coach after Ditka here in Chicago. All righty. Minis. Still loaded, guys. Still freaking loaded in the minis. Let's Bring this up on the screen, show it off, who we still have out there. So that beautiful Jason Taylor Flash helmet. Alrighty. Joey Bosa, Jason Taylor, Steve Young, Dwight Freeney, Deion Sanders, Michael Irvin, Roger Craig, Kyle Hamilton, and Patrick Peterson still out there. $52 a spot in the minis automatic double box break. Grab those spots. The diamonds. Authentics are better. Every single box. Let's see where we're at. The double's moving. There we go. 6 spots left in the double. 6 spots left in the double for the diamonds. This will be our first break in this brand new series. Every double up opportunity is still out there. JSN, Ashton Genty, LaDainian Tomlinson. If you thought the mini looked nice, we have the full size in the diamonds. Emmitt Smith, a Cowboys Speed Flex. Get for only $103. Jim Brown Speed Flex. One of the greatest players of all time. One of the greatest athletes ever. Speed Flex. For as little as $103. Brett Favre on the Vikings. Very rare piece of memorabilia right here. You want to take advantage of Brett Favre on the Vikings in the break room. No, Brett Favre on the Packers. We have him in the alternates and throwbacks. And obviously, we're going to have Brett Favre on the Packers again in the break room. I made one rule in my contract. I said, I don't want to see Brett Favre on the Vikings too often in the break room.
And what happened to that?
We don't see it too often. This is the first time I've seen it in a while. So, we have it in the break room right now. I don't know the next time we're going to have it. So, my contract, I got a few more months of not seeing a Brett Favre Vikings after this one. So, if you're like, well, I'll play later on tonight or I'll play tomorrow, this might not be here tomorrow. And I can't tell you the next time we're going to have a Brett Favre on the Vikings. If you're a Viking fan and you want to pull this awesome piece of memorabilia or just spite me, a Packer fan, and have me pull my favorite helmet or my favorite player on a Viking helmet, have a little fun. But every box, every headliner, every double-up opportunity still out there. We do have the quad up, so even still the quad up opportunities are still out there as well. A quad box break is we open 4 boxes in one break, and you can win 1, 2, 3, 4 helmets. And if you're saying, Dom, come on. No one ever won 4 helmets in one break before. I've seen it twice in this break room.
Yep.
Well, one spot, by the way. With one spot. I've seen it twice.
I've seen 2 triple ups.
And I've seen it happen when the series is 30 boxes, 28 boxes, 26 boxes, because the more boxes, the more chances to double up, triple up, and dare I say it, Rob, quadruple up in this break. And if you want to quadruple up in any break, well, the diamonds might be the break to do it.
Gotta
Authentics
believe.
or better in every single box. But you got to grab your spot. You can't win if you don't play. I see it all the time in the break room, Rob. We close out the break. We pull that helmet, and then so-and-so in the chat's like, oh, man, I wanted that helmet. And then you look, and their names are not in the break. Like, well, if you wanted the helmet, you're watching the show, why didn't you get in the break?
Yeah.
And they're like, well, I didn't think it was going to come out the very first box of the series.
Well, guess what?
There's no guarantee. I've been doing this for 2 years now, and let's say that one helmet that you're chasing or the one helmet that you guys think is the star of the show, we could pull in the very first box.
Yep.
I pulled Tom Brady and Patrick Mahomes in the first box of a series several times before, so it's very possible that helmet that you're chasing, whether it's the Emmitt Smith, whether it's the Jim Brown, the Brett Favre, the Ray Lewis, the LaDainian Tomlinson, the JSN, the Ashton Genty, the Andre Johnson, the Jonathan Taylor, so on.
Remember what Kevin Garnett said, man.
Anything is possible.
Anything is possible.
He also said in the movie Uncut Gems, why show me it if I can't have it? Well, I'm showing you this, guys, because you can't have it. You can't grab that spot.
We want you guys to have it. All of it.
You ever see that movie?
Uncut Gems, yeah. It was that movie actually really made me appreciate Adam Sandler.
Great movie.
As an actor in a serious role. I thought it was great.
That movie made me anxious watching it.
Kevin Garnett.
He was good in it.
Very good.
Break room regular Kevin Garnett.
If you ever see his commentary with him and Paul Pierce, man, like his he's great, man. He's a really, really funny guy.
We just had a dual sign Paul Pierce and Kevin Garnett basketball in that 1 and 4. Only 425 here in the break room, guys. We're not going anywhere anytime soon. what do you guys want to do next? I'm going to drop a link in the chat. The Diamond Double, 6 spots to go. I know we have a couple people ready to party in the Diamonds. That break is going to be hot. If it's not hot during our show, Rob, it's definitely going to be hot in the primetime show later tonight as more eyeballs get in the break room because that's a fresh new Diamond series. And I know one thing about our customers. They love the Diamonds. So do I. Best bang for your buck in the break room. The quarterback room, 6 spots to go in that double box break. Donovan McNabb, Speed Flex. Jordan Love, authentic. Drew Brees, authentic. Bo Nix, authentic. Good game on Saturday night between the Broncos and the Commanders. Bo Nix led a overtime victory. And how about those custom jerseys in that quarterback room series? Joe Montana, Terry Bradshaw, Dan Marino, some great all-time quarterbacks. Got 2 4-time Super Bowl champions, Montana and Terry Bradshaw. And you have Dan Marino. It's probably like, Terry, Joe, come on. Can you give me one of those rings? You ever see Little Nicky? What, Adam Sandler?
Yeah.
Remember Dan Marino's cameo in that movie? He's Harvey Keitel plays Adam Sandler's dad, the devil, and Dan Marino's doing a cameo. It's pretty funny. He's begging him. He's trying to sell his soul for a Super Bowl. And Dan Marino and the devil, Harvey Keitel's like, I can't do it, Dan. Sorry. You're too much of a nice guy. And he goes, come on, man. You did it for Joe Namath. Pretty funny right there. Dan Marino.
I think there might be some truth to that. Hence the Jets franchise success ever since. But
credit to Dan Marino. He's kind of watching. He doesn't do the CBS post and pregame show anymore. But when he used to do a Boomer Esiason, Boomer who he probably made the joke because Boomer didn't win a Super Bowl as well, but so he could make the joke. But Boomer always used to make fun of Dan for not winning the Super Bowl, and Dan would play along with it, kind of like the Charles Barkley, where everyone knows that this guy's an all-time great player. Yeah. Obviously, you want to win a championship. We're not going to say that Dan Marino stinks because he didn't win a Super Bowl. We all know that Dan Marino's a all-time quarterback.
His nickname's Dan the Man. He's Dan the Man.
Yeah,
it's probably because he's too busy down in South Beach selling all of his cars. He has multiple car dealerships down in Florida, so he's living a nice second life down in the Sunshine State. So, but that's the TNT crew or now ESPN crew of the Big Four of inside the NBA. I love Chuck and Shaq's back and forth.
Come on, Chuck. Come on. You can't talk to me, Chuck. Gotta get a ring, Chuck.
I love it. Back and forth.
Dan Marino in the jersey series could be yours for less than $30. Dan Marino, Michael Irvin, Chris Carter. Secondary headliner, Frank Gore. Only $29 a spot in the jerseys. Dan Marino, one of the greatest quarterbacks of all time on the beautiful aqua and orange. Get that Dolphins custom. For only $29. Michael Irvin, Chris Carter, pair of Hall of Fame wide receivers as well. Secondary headliner, future Hall of Famer Frank Gore. 3rd all time in rushing yards. Frank Gore in the jerseys. What do you guys want to do next? You guys are the architects of the break room. I know you guys don't listen to me, so whatever you say in the chat, say, hey guys, I've been in this break and I am sick of waiting. Can somebody help close this out? And I guarantee you, we'll have a few people help you out. Grab those spots, and we can do that break sooner rather than later. If anyone has any questions, please feel free to ask. If you're looking for your favorite team, favorite player, you don't see them on the headliner graphic or the headliner list, drop it in the chat. I can let you know where that team or who on that team might be hiding out. If you don't see your team on the headliner list, they might be hiding out in that and more section. And I can give you some names of what players are in that and more section that you might see from time to time here in the break room. But we're 6 spots to go on the Diamonds. You guys know me. I love the Diamonds. JSN, Ashton Genty, LT, Emmett Smith, Jim Brown, Brett Favre, Jonathan Taylor, Andre Johnson, Baker Mayfield, and Ray Lewis still out there. Every single box, every single headliner is still available. Whatever helmet you're chasing in this break, it could be that very first box to come out. But you can't win if you don't play. You definitely don't want that helmet that you're chasing to get sniped in a break that you're not in. I get it. You're not guaranteed to win in that break that you're in, but at least you know that you have a fight, right? That you're in that break, that you have a chance to win that helmet. You don't want to have the break come out in a a break that you're not in, or the helmet to come out in a break that you're not in, because that spot could have been yours. And you don't want to think about the whole week, man. Like, oh, especially if you're a Dallas Cowboy fan, you're like, man, that could have been my spot in the NFC East if I would have bought it. You don't want to miss out. That is the diamond. Authentics are better. Every single box. What do you guys want to do next? Pull this beautiful Adrian Peterson in the vault. We have one box left in that vault series. Julie getting a spot in that double diamond. Thank you, Julie. Thomas getting a spot in that quarterback room double. Alrighty. Quarterback room double, 5 spots to go now. We have not done a quarterback room, but hey, once that's down to 4 spots, we put the timer up. And whether that break is closed out or not, we've run in that break. This is a wheel-only series, by the way, guys, since it is the carryover spot. We'll put the box back in that series. So this is wheel-only, by the way. Just want to clarify that, so I don't want no one to say that Dom did not let me call box numbers for the quarterback room. The play clock series is wheel-only. There we go. I was looking for it to show you guys that. To keep it fair and avoid targeting, no box calls are allowed in the series. So there you go. I was looking for that. I don't want to be accused of not letting anybody call out box numbers. So there it is. And we should be able to knock out that. So what do you guys want to do next? If you ask me, Dom, what break should I get into? What break is hot right now? What break has the most headliners? What break can I get the best bang for my buck in the break room? Well, it's the diamonds, no doubt about it. If you want to turn that 103 purchase into a $1,000 purchase, we'll get in that diamond. All right, looks like I see a spot taken in that quarterback room. I think we're now 4 spots to go.
Yeah, Thomas Sundergaard.
There we go.
Thomas has been the MVP alongside Julie of this afternoon show with you and I.
All righty. So we'll be doing a quarterback room break in 10 minutes, regardless if that is sold out or not. So let me bring this up on the screen. I did the winter timer. Oh, do you want the gingerbread man? We'll do gingerbread man.
Yeah.
For Christmas season.
Look at that.
All right. Well, we're not going to start with 2 minutes. We got to
really buying into the theme. I like it.
Rewind that. All righty.
Hopefully he doesn't explode into a lot of little graham cracker bits.
I think he might. This has the...
No,
it has the... Like the dynamite. See at the corner right there?
Oh, it's the same thing. Yeah, it really is.
All right. So our timer.
Yep. Starts whenever you're good.
10 minutes. There we go. The gingerbread man.
You do not want to see carryover spots fall into the series, guys. That's exactly what will happen. Dom, not sure if you explained that, my friend.
Yes.
But yeah, so for these carryover spots, again, since we got some time, it's time to tell a horror story here in the Ultimate Autographs Live Break Room. Dom Pellegrino, am I right?
Spooky.
Rob Hill and the producers. Yeah, very spooky. Here's the thing. Between myself and Alex Needling, we handled the Sunday show together. Alex is awesome as always. We started off this QB Play Clock Room series, and we got a quad to start off. Really excited. People were really great to get into it, obviously, because it's such an awesome series. And there was one small problem, Dom, with that series. 7 people were able to buy into it. 1 person had a carryover spot. And the carryover spot ended up getting 2 out of the 4 possible breaks. Got a Jared Goff authentic headliner, which I can see is gone. And then it had a hidden gem secondary headliner, also from the NFC North. So I'm just saying, you do not want the carryover spot to win. Now, is it really a worst case scenario? Not really. You know, it goes back into the series and you can go in and replay it. However, you know, you don't obviously want to have that go to nobody, right? No. So, I mean, that's basically just getting donated to us, more or less. And shout out to Kelly Hansen. She doesn't want to take anything to chance. Dom,
Kelly.
She's bringing that bad boy down to 3 spots to go. And again, on top of that, if you guys are fans of Shrek like Dom and I are, You don't want to see the gingerbread man explode,
No.
right? Don't do this for me. Do this for or Dom. Do this for the gingerbread man behind us.
Not my buttons. Not my gumdrop buttons. I like the gingerbread man in Shrek. You know who's it? The Muffin Man?
Have you heard of the Muffin Man?
She's married to the Muffin Man.
Married to the Muffin Man.
The Muffin Man.
The one on Drury Lane.
Quarterback room. Donovan McNabb speed flex. Jordan Love authentic. Drew Brees authentic. Bo Nix authentic. And the custom Joe Montana jersey. Terry Bradshaw custom jersey. And a Dan Marino custom jersey. Will we do in this break? No matter what, in 7 minutes, I would grab my spot. You don't want that carryover spot to win in this break. And it's not like you can call the box number and like, all right, carryover 1, I'll call that box number the next break. Well, no, it's wheel only. There's no guarantee what the next box is going to be. So you definitely don't want the carryover spot to steal your item.
No, and it was we had a very lively chat on Sunday, and everybody was basically trying to like root against like no NFC North, no NFC North. And then of course the first one was that Goff authentic. So, you know, you don't want that to be the case here. So especially if you're Thomas and Tony or Kelly, obviously. Now again, it's up to your discretion. It's obviously your pocketbook, your choice. But if you are one of the 4 people I mentioned that are already in the series, Dom, it's probably a good idea to double down, get that extra spot.
I would not leave the carryover spots.
Don't leave anything to chance. So again, it's a double-edged sword. The great thing is here is that no matter what, during the course of the show, the series is going to break. You're not going to have to wait too much longer for the series to go down. The pessimistic side to look at it, obviously. Carryover spot. 3 carryover spots right now, guys, with about 6.5 minutes to go. So
And don't wait until that
it's like getting coal in your
2
stocking.
seconds left on the play clock to get that spot. Get that spot now to make it 2 to go, and then it's even easier to close out. You don't want to leave over that carryover spot to steal that item, steal that division from you. Especially in this break right now, 11 boxes, 7 headliners, and Donovan McNabb speed flex still out there. For sure. You guys are looking for speed flexes in the break room? Well, speed flexes, alternates and throwbacks, and the diamonds. Only 1 speed flex in the play clock series in Donovan McNabb. But if you're looking for some speed flexes, you want to go to the alternates and throwbacks, and you want to go to the diamonds. I'll start off with that diamond series, which absolutely might be the most loaded break in the break room right now. Every single box, every single headliner. JSN, Ashton Genty, LaDainian Tomlinson, Emmitt Smith, Jim Brown, Brett Favre, Jonathan Taylor, Andre Johnson, Baker Mayfield, and Ray Lewis.
Ray.
Guys, grab that speed flex for a fraction of the cost. You want to win 2 minis for one, let's see, a couple spots in the minis. What is that, 104? Would you rather win a mini for 104, or would you want to win a speed flex for 103?
I'll take the speed flex, please.
There you go. Get in the diamonds. Best bang for your buck in the break room. Quarterback room, 3 spots to go. Donovan McNabb, Jordan Love, Drew Brees, Bo Nix, Joe Montana, Terry Bradshaw, Dan Marino still out there. 3 spots to go. We have the timer up. Under 5 minutes, 4 minutes and 48 seconds. And counting. Grab those spots. Last box in the vault. It's from the and more section. Alternates and throwbacks. This series is freaking loaded right now. 17 boxes, 9 headliners. Brett Favre, Ray Lewis, Deion Sanders, Steve Young, LaShawn McCoy, Luke Kuechly, Myles Garrett, A.J. Brown, and Frank Gore. Alternates and throwbacks. 17 boxes and 9 headliners. We have 6 speed flexes. My gosh. What are we doing? We got to start playing the alternates and throwbacks, guys. This series is freaking loaded. Jerseys and minis. The jerseys, $29 a spot. Dan Marino, Michael Irvin, Chris Carter, Frank Gore. And then we have the minis. Joey Bosa, Jason Taylor, Steve Young, Dwight Freeney, Deion Sanders, Michael Irvin, Roger Craig, Kyle Hamilton, and Patrick Peterson still out there. So under 4 minutes for the quarterback room play clock series. Are we going to have carryover spots? We'll see. Definitely don't want to leave those carryover spots in that break, because if carryover wins, Be mad at me. Don't be mad at me if that carryover wins. I told you guys, grab those spots.
Alfredo was putting on his superhero cape. He doesn't want anybody to lose to the vicious, awful carryover.
One spot to go.
It's starting to sound like it's almost like letting Vecna win.
Oh, can't do that.
Which, by the way, just was looking at some boardroom numbers. They actually just broke an opening week streaming record for Netflix. Stranger Things, their episodes that they debuted, total of 60 million tuned in for just the opening episode alone of their season 5, their last season.
Was that 1983 that's supposed to take place? So was that Washington? Did Washington win the Super Bowl in 1983?
Yeah, I think.
I'm trying to think.
I think so. I think it is. Yeah. Well, the first season was 1983.
That's right. So they got to be
the year that the Sox won the AL West Division title.
That's right. The winning ugly White Sox. Tony La Russa was the manager. 1983 Super Bowl.
Let's go, Thomas. Thomas as well getting another spot in that QB right on cue. You know what, Thomas? You're my QB1 today.
Washington, they beat Miami. 1983 Super Bowl.
The team redacted. Washington.
12-1.
The name redacted.
I think that was the Mark Mosley MVP year.
Oh.
Yeah. Mark Mosley.
Where were you when?
1982. College. Watching in college.
Parents were in college. To show you my dad, my dad was 32 in 1982.
My dad was, I don't know math. He was around.
He was there.
He was there.
He
He
wasn't in the UA Live break room, I'll tell you that. Let's see, what are we at? About a minute to go, guys. Again, I don't want history to repeat itself. We're down to one spot to go in this QB play clock double. Donovan McNabb, Drew Brees, Bo Nix, Jordan Love. A lot of really, really good stuff, guys. Headliners in this series. I know one of them is going to go. Ratios are too good right now for that to be the case. Don't let the gingerbread man go to
that's what I'm waiting. That's what I'm waiting for.
And they get the little subscribe bomb that comes up too.
We got under a minute, guys, to close this out. Regardless, though, I'm going to see what happens with this gingerbread once this goes down. He's only got a few seconds, guys. He only has a few seconds left. The gingerbread. Make sure you grab that spot. Don't be late. Don't have him sacrifice for nothing, right? So one spot left in that double box break. Oh, no. Oh, no. He's getting nervous. He's getting nervous.
Yup. Man, that thing is flying, too. Is that like,
That is going fast now.
I was going to say, wait, what is that, like glaze or what frosting. Thank you. It's like frosting that's on, that the fuse is going down on.
10 more seconds.
Frosting.
We'll see.
Let's see. Did we get it? Did we get a buzzer?
I see an order. Did we get it?
Did Bob Boulay get it?
Bob?
He got it.
Bob got
He
it.
got it. Bob got it.
Right,
He saves him. And Dom's not going to save him.
No, my buttons. What happened? Oh, he's fine. Oh, no. Candy. Oh, Candy. I was like, oh, he's fine.
Okay, we got a little bit of everything there.
We did close that out. Thank you, Bob.
We got a successful self-destruction.
Bob was like, I did that to save his life. What the heck, guys? Let's get this off. That was more pleasant than the Halloween one we had. This one was a little candy, so now, of course, there we go.
Looked like that was his preferred method of his way to go. He didn't mind it.
He was smiling.
He enjoyed it. Run it back. might have a difference of opinion this time around. Bob, thank you. I would say, Bob, thank you for saving Mr. Gingerbread Man, but Dom and his sadistic self was not entertaining. That,
I just want to see what would happen. Hey, free candy for everyone though.
Yeah, I mean that's how people are also going to feel about this series as well.
Alrighty.
Who's going to win the free candy in this quarterback play clock double?
I do not need to ask for box numbers because this is a wheel-only series. So we do have 11 boxes left. This is out of 25, so let me make sure I get the wheel out of 25. So thank you, guys. By the way, this is the Chase Wheel Spin, so we will have a Chase Wheel Spin.
Even better.
During our show. So let me make sure I have this wheel out of 25 for you guys. Usually we have the wheels up for 30, but a little different series. If anyone has any questions, please feel free to ask. The quarterback room series right now, McNabb, Jordan Love, Drew Brees, Bo Nix, Joe Montana, Terry Bradshaw, Dan Marino. Pretty freaking loaded. Pretty freaking loaded. Now, where's my wheel once this loads up? Come on now. Well, I'll just do this one then. And I'll manually put it in.
Your Willie Estevez?
Nice, pretty good.
That's not me. That's all Alex Needling.
Oh,
That's all Alex. Yeah.
took credit.
Yeah. Well, it said so much on Sundays that it's into my brain even on my off days. So.
Alrighty, so 1 out of 25.
After this, I'm going to my favorite Scottish American restaurant.
McDonald's? My favorite. Oh, we don't want to download anything. All right, there we go. All right, 1 out of 25.
Enjoy yourself, Bob.
The wheel is
Yep,
up.
there you go.
I had a quarter pounder last week. I'm still thinking about it. It was that good. Alrighty.
Sure, your stomach is too.
By the way, I got to take a bathroom break in a little bit. I'm kidding.
That's yeah. Manifested that.
Let's see, box 19, which we don't have, but we have 18 and 20. So to the picker wheel we go for 18 and 20 for our quarterback room, our first box. If it lands on a number we don't have, we get the closest to that box, and we have 18 and 20. So let's see. This will be our first box. It's going to be box 20 is our first box. All righty. Let's go back to that wheel out of 25. Thank you, Rob. And box, the Andy Dalton number. 14 we don't have. We have 13 and 15. Back to the picker wheel we go. So I'll put 13 and 15 in here now. Alrighty. Do we have the Dan Marino box or the Patrick Mahomes box? Two of the greatest quarterbacks of all time. It's going to be the Patty, Mahomes. Or for my Bronco fans, the Tebow box. Or for my Packer fans, Bart Starr. Right, guys? What am I doing? Bart Starr. Yeah. Alrighty. So take those names in that double. We have Thomas, Ann, Tony, Kelly, Alfredo. Bob closes out. Alrighty. 10 times in the randomizer. This is a QB room mixer, so who knows what we'll see. We could see a jersey, a mini, a speed flex, an authentic, a rep. 10 times in the randomizer. Let's roll.
You know, call it a hunch, Dom, but I don't know. I got a feeling we might see a couple of quarterbacks in this series.
You think so?
Yeah, I don't know what it is. It's just,
I think you're right.
I don't know. It's almost like it's in plain sight.
I hate to agree with you, but I think you're right.
I hate to agree with me too, but I think that I'm right. I don't get to hear that a whole lot, so gotta say opinions that I know are factual.
Final click. There we are. Alrighty. Copy and paste. There we go. Alrighty. We have ourselves Ann in the NFC North, Bob in the NFC South, Tony in the NFC East, Alfredo in the NFC West, Alfredo, NFC West, Kelly in the AFC North, and Thomas, AFC South, AFC East, and the AFC West. So 15 and 20 coming up. We don't have to worry about a carryover spot. But 15 and 20 coming right up. Let's see who's going to be in the patty box. All righty. Well, how about one of the greatest quarterbacks of all time, Alfredo in the NFC West?
There we go.
Joe Montana. Congratulations, Alfredo. One of the greatest players of all time. I still have him the second greatest quarterback right behind Tom Brady because if you look at his numbers in those Super Bowls that he won, not only did he win those games, but he played his best game of the season in those Super Bowls. Joe Montana, one of the most clutch athletes of all time. Congrats, Alfredo. Very, very cool. Joe Montana. How cool is that, man? Joe Cool in the break room.
Yeah, the original Joe Cool, to say the least. Again, one of the most popular, one of the most successful, big-time Joe Montana. Very, very cool. Reason why San Francisco is such a storied franchise is because of him. He's on not just the Mount Rushmore of San Francisco 49ers, but quarterbacks as well.
Yeah.
He's in my top 5. Now, the people that saw the blind rankings on the Ultimate Autographs TikTok page, where I was forced to put Joe Montana, I think 4th or 5th, comments were not very happy with me, Dominators. So I apologize for that. It's called a blind ranking for a reason. But
those are hard. Those are hard.
Well, I was going to say, without any blindness, without just being, straight up as possible, he's on my Mount Rushmore of quarterbacks. And I
second greatest quarterback ever.
I think Alfredo would agree. Who else would you have on your Mount Rushmore?
So he's the only quarterback I have on my Mount Rushmore that I did not see play live.
Okay.
But Brady, Peyton Manning, and
do it. It's okay.
Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah, do it. There you go. There you go.
All righty.
Over Mahomes?
I'm sure Mahomes will eventually get there, but right now it's Aaron Rodgers.
That's fine. I have nothing wrong with that.
Very nice.
Biggest question I always have when it comes to discussing quarterbacks is where does Drew Brees fall into in those?
He's in the top 10.
Yeah, it's just interesting because nobody ever considers Brees the top 5, yet his cumulative stats always has him in the top 5 or in that category.
Look at any quarterback record, you'll see Tom Brady at the top and Drew Brees second.
Right underneath. Yeah.
There you go. Tom Brady beat him out because of the longevity. I mean, playing the 45, that'll do it, right? But a Joe Montana for Alfredo. Alfredo, man. I pull Alfredo some W's. Dan Marino a couple weeks ago. Joe Montana. I want to take credit for being Alfredo's good luck charm, but I'm pretty sure it's just Alfredo. Here we go. So here we go. What do we have? Oh. What a break right here. What a break. How about a other great all-time quarterback, Thomas in the AFC East. Dan Marino jersey. Congratulations, Thomas, for that JSA start. Wow. Dan Marino.
Beauty.
What a double box break, man. Dan Marino and Joe Montana, 2 of the greatest quarterbacks of all time. A Super Bowl rematch.
Let's go 2 quarterbacks.
Joe Montana will tell you Dan Marino, best quarterback of all time. This is freaking gorgeous. Congrats, Thomas.
First quarterback to eclipse the 5,000-yard mark in the season, correct?
Yes, sir.
50 touctouhdowns.
Yes.
Dan Marino was he was a maniac, man.
Time.
Yeah, very ahead of his time. A pioneer for being, still to this day, people consider him, the people that saw him play live, the strongest arm talent ever from the quarterback position, certainly in that conversation. So
Very, very nice. Congratulations. All righty. Nice hit, Thomas, on the Dan Marino custom jersey. If you guys missed out on the Dan Marino custom jersey, well, I got good news for you. Still available in the jersey series. So if you're looking for Dan, he's in the jerseys.
And for those that unfortunately did not end up landing any of our headliner hits, don't need to worry. Part of the Chase Wheel Spin.
Yeah. Have some money back coming your way that you can use on our website however you want. Don't forget, today and today only, Punch Card Day. 5 purchases over $100 or more, get you a $50 gift card. And that is today only, guys. It won't be here tomorrow. I know we have some cool deals going around for Cyber Week, but Punch Card Day, that is only today.
Yep.
So I'll write this out for Thomas. Yeah, and the Jerry Rice. Yes, I knew I was forgetting one of them, Alfredo. I like to take credit for being your good luck charm, but I just think it's Alfredo getting those spots. There's the All Day Adrian Peterson. Write this out for Thomas. That's a beautiful jersey, man. Dan Marino. What a break that was.
Yeah.
Montana Marino. I mean, they call it the quarterback room, right? And good thing, hey, I'm happy that we closed out that break because, let's see. Yeah, I mean, Alfredo won with that last 3rd spot. I know we were 3 spots ago with a couple minutes left, so if we would have, not get those last 3 spots, Alfredo's might have been a carryover spot. You want to waste a Joe Montana, Drew Brees break, right? Giving it to the carryover.
That's why you guys closed them out, and I'm very, very happy that our guys in Alfredo and Thomas were rewarded for doing so.
Yeah.
And wondering about that J-Lo. She wants some J-Love on her side.
Oh,
He is
and
available.
Jordan Love, still in the break room. The number 1 quarterback for EPA this season, Jordan Love. That's true. What are you laughing about? That's true. What's funny?
No, like, I love you, but, like, man, I understand, like, the Packers side of it. I just have never heard you first go to an advanced metric first.
I always
to defend.
I always go to the reverse metrics. I call them the nerd stats. I always bring up the nerd stats.
I love me the nerd stats, man. Don't get me wrong. Here's a stat that's not considered a nerd stat. Going into Week 14, Jordan Love, who 2 weeks ago was 48-1 to win MVP, he has now risen all the way up to 4th in the MVP ladder. According to odds makers, he is now 16-1. It's just, who's right behind him at a distant 5th at 50-1? Caleb Williams, number 5. Yeah, I know. Number 5 in MVP voting at 50-1.
I never seen an
MVP odds.
Never seen an MVP with a 47% completion percentage. But
what, Anthony Richardson's not in the conversation.
But Jordan Love, who, let's say this, Matthew Stafford, rough game on Sunday. Drake May, the favorite to be MVP. Let's say Drake May he's got a bye week next week, but let's say the game following the bye week, rough game. Jordan Love against the Bears, the first seed in the NFC, by the way. Jordan Love has a Aaron Rodgers-esque performance against the Bears, which Jordan Love in games that he finishes against the Bears has never lost, by the way.
So
let's say he has another 4 touchdown performance like he did against Detroit.
See that.
He might be top 2 in MVP consideration.
Well, I will say excuse me. I will say this. Matthew Stafford, despite his really porous first half against Carolina, I mean, he still should be neck and neck with Drake May. But I do agree if Love has a dominant performance on national TV, which unfortunately narratives are stupid for MVP voting, but it does matter. So doing it on the bright stage, the bright lights, the latter part of the season, that's going to be a huge contribution, especially if he wins twice. If the Packers can pick up 2 wins against Chicago here and, actually claim the NFC North, I think it's very possible.
All right. Since you laughed at my EPA stat, just to put this in perspective, the top 5 quarterbacks in EPA this season. You ready?
Top 5 quarterbacks, EPA. Yeah, go ahead.
Number 1, Jordan Love.
Of course.
Number 2, Drake May. Number 3, Patrick Mahomes. Number 4, Josh Allen. Number 5, Dak Prescott. Pretty damn good names right there.
No, I agree. But the guy with the best touchdown interception ratio isn't in the top 5.
He's not.
And Matthew Stafford. So that tells me everything I need to know. I mean, I'm just saying, like, the guy that's producing the most points for your offense while also giving the ball to the other team the fewest amount of times. There's some variance, but I agree. Those names are Dax had a great. All those guys have had very good years. So I understand that. Now, going back into the Jordan Love point here, because I want to give some love to your boy who's the headliner in that Play Clock Mixer Series, guys, which we just closed out.
That's right.
A double for. Career passer rating, 121. 891 yards, 6 touchdowns, 1 pick in 4 career games versus Chicago.
His first career start, not his first career start, but his first career start as a full-time starter for the Green Bay Packers, Week 1 against the Chicago Bears. 2 seasons ago, 3 touchdown passes. You look good, J-Love. Still in this quarterback room series, guys. Donovan McNabb, speed flex. Jordan Love, authentic. Drew Brees, authentic. One of the greatest quarterbacks of all time. Maybe my favorite helmet in this series, the Bo Nix throwback Denver Broncos. Mean Rip checked the earlier show. 1962 to 1966, they wore this helmet. How cool is that throwback? That's freaking awesome. Bo Nix, the first place Bo Nix. Terry Bradshaw, custom jersey. The 4-time Super Bowl champion. The diamonds, authentics are better in every single box. Every box, every headliner is available. Jackson Smith-Njigba, Ashton Genty. Look at that LaDainian Tomlinson, beautiful Rave authentic. I love the Rave helmets and that Chargers. Beautiful. Hall of Fame running back, the all-time leading rusher Emmitt Smith. Jim Brown, one of the greatest NFL players of all time. One of the greatest quarterbacks of all time on the Vikings Speed Flex. If you're looking for Brett Favre on the Vikings, get him today in the break room. We do not get Brett Favre on the Vikings too often. I put that in my contract, Rob. I don't want to see this helmet too often. So we'll have him tonight. If he gets pulled, I don't know we're going to have him again. So if you're thinking you're going to get Brett Favre, maybe, tomorrow, maybe in a couple days, he ain't going to be here tomorrow.
No.
Jonathan Taylor.
No, he will not.
Beautiful Rave Authentic. Andre Johnson, Baker Mayfield, and Ray Lewis. Still out there in this break. That beautiful Ray Lewis Drip Speed Flex. Get 2 Drip Flexes. 1 spot. Jim Brown and Ray Lewis, only 206 in that diamond double. We are 6 spots to go in that break. The vault, 1 more box. It's from the and more section. We close that out. Alternates and throwbacks. 17 boxes, 9 headliners. Brett Favre on the Packers. So if you're looking for Brett Favre, we got him on the Packers. We got him in the Vikings. No excuses not to chase Brett Favre in this break room. Ray Lewis, Deion Sanders, Steve Young, LaShawn McCoy, Luke Kuechly, Myles Garrett, A.J. Brown. My Lord, this series is freaking loaded right now. 17 boxes, 9 headliners, and we have, let me count this, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 speed flexes left with 17 boxes. My question is, why the hell are we not getting this alternates and throwbacks? Do we not like speed flexes for a fraction of the cost? I know we do. Grab those spots because this series is going to be hot tonight for the primetime show once we get more eyeballs and the big dogs come in the break room. Because once the big dogs see that break and the diamonds, they're going to grab those spots and then might be that scenario where you're like, oh, I was going to grab that spot, but so-and-so beat me out to it. Well, grab that spot now so you don't get beat out to. 7 spots to go in the single, 6 to go in the jersey, and we are 6 to go in the minis. Let's see, Rip. Or Rob, excuse me.
There you go. There's the Tuesday ritual, baby. Woo! There it is.
I just want to make sure you're paying attention.
It's because I laughed about your J-Lo stat. I understand. It's fun.
The EPA, man.
The EPA king, Jordan Love. Do you know that he leads the league in EPA? That's like a nice opening line that you say to a, when you're trying to talk to a female at the bar. Be like, hey, what's up, girl? You know, Jordan Love leads the league in EPA. How are you doing tonight? Like,
well, you know what she'll say?
That's a nice opening line.
She says, I don't care unless you have that full-size authentic, too, to tell me about the EPA.
You've gotten that response, too?
He's in the quarterback room,
Crazy.
so don't miss your chance. Don't miss your chance at at me and the one at the bar.
That's actually how I met Jasmine. We were discussing Jordan Love's EPA, and then she's like, look, I don't feel comfortable talking to you as a stranger unless you have that full-size authentic with you. So I'm like, I understand, so where can I find it? And she said, Ultimate Autographs Live Break.
Is that what you guys talk about?
Mixer series.
Oh, we gotta go on a double date. If you guys talk about the Jordan Love EPA, we're gonna have a lot to talk about. There we go. I want to hang out with you guys. So it is 5:03. Quarterback room is 8 and 7 spots ago. Let's do that chase wheel spin for the quarterback room. We did 1 double, so thank you, Rob. You got that ready for me.
Indeed.
Appreciate you. We did a double, so you'll see your name in twice. You got to try it out, the EPA line, if it works or not. You got to, like, hey, you know who's top 5 in EPA in NFL this year? Then you can do Dak. Like, wow, Dak, Josh Allen, Patrick Mahomes.
You get so many different moves
Drake
you can
May,
go to.
And then the closer, Jordan Love.
You got a counter for every counter.
There you go. I have not seen him in the chat, so I'm guessing if he has not said anything, I'm probably guessing no. Not a bad offer, though, Marino from Montana, but if I didn't see anything in the chat, normally it's a no, or he could just stepped away right now, and you can always ask later on. That was Alfredo. But Alfredo did say he was looking for that Joe Montana, so we'll see. I know Alfredo wanted Dan Marino speed flex, so. All right. Top spot draw, chase wheel spin, 10 times. If you're the top name after 10, we'll take you to the wheel out of 100, and wherever that wheel lands on, store credit, sent to your account. 10 times, top spot draw. Rolling. There you go. Alfredo said keeping the Montana. Not a bad trade offer, though. Tony Gonzalez, you are the top spot for the chase wheel spin.
Let's go, TG.
Tony, if you're watching right now, let me know what number you would like us to spin this wheel. I spun out 1 in the last show and got the Jordy Nelson 87. So I'll put out 1 right now. But Tony, if you have a favorite number, lucky number, let us know. And we'll spin that wheel. We'll give Tony a few seconds because we know sometimes might be a little delay But if you guys want to knock out one more break, grab those spots. If not, if we're still 5 spots to go, we'll sign off. Get the guys ready for the primetime show tonight, Common and Rob. And that show is going to be busy, guys. More eyeballs in the break room. The big dogs come out at night for the primetime show. The Diamonds, that alternates and throwbacks, the play clock quarterback room series. It's going to be hot. So grab those spots now. You don't lose your spot in the break room. So if you buy a spot right now, we don't break it. It's transfer over. Tony says 1. I got you, TG. Speedy. All righty, not the best, but certainly not the worst. 21. Could be a lucky number 21 for Tony, wherever he desires to use that.
Hopefully.
$21 store credit sent his way.
There we go.
Congrats, TG. All right, let's take one last look at this break page. I'm seeing 6s. I'm seeing 7s.
Yeah, last order was Bob Boulay, my friend, at 443.
All righty. So it's looked like that's going to do it for us today in the 3 o'clock show. But do not worry if you bought a spot in this break for the Diamonds, for the alternates and throwbacks. You don't lose your spot. You get transferred over to the next show. On this next show, the Diamonds, you guys see those lids right there. That is going to be the hot series. JSN, Ashton Genty, LaDainian Tomlinson, Emmett Smith, Jim Brown, Brett Favre, Jonathan Taylor, Andre Johnson, Baker Mayfield, Ray Lewis. I guess the silver lining for the Diamonds is that I don't get to pull the Brett Favre. I don't get to get physically sick seeing that helmet. So you and Common get to enjoy that. So there you go.
We will. No, we will. I'm definitely excited for it, but it's very excited to work with you again, my friend. It never feels like work being alongside you. So very fun show, but I know tonight's going to it's gonna get a little crazier in here tonight.
Yeah. Grab those spots in the Diamond, guys. If you want to win win in the break room, you want to hit a home run, the best bang for your buck, you want to turn that $103 into maybe $1,000, the Diamonds, the alternates and throwbacks. Like I said, I love the jerseys, I love the minis, but you're not going to get that $1,000 profit in that series. Now, if you just like collecting the minis and the jerseys, more power to you. Great price point right there. $52 for a spot in the minis, double box break, $29 a spot in the jerseys. But if you want to go crazy, you want to hit that home run, you want to get that bang for your buck, the Diamonds in the break room. Rob, as always, my man, great job.
Thank you, brother. You as well.
You like how I did the cardinal colors?
I did.
Mine is like, it's like neon green. I try to do it perfect for the Packer colors. Yours looks good.
I thought we were doing like a Dr. Pepper and Sprite type of promo thing today. But yeah, I could see the Cardinals, and yeah, I like that. I mean, I don't know, maybe if you're a fan of the Seattle Seahawks alternate neon green. Maybe.
JSN, the action green.
The action green.
That does look like the Seattle Seahawks green more than anything. Alrighty, guys, that's going to do it for us in the break room. Rob will be back at 6 p.m. Central Time with Common and Chev for that awesome prime time show. Make sure you get those spots in the Diamonds. I'll be back tomorrow night at 6 p.m. with Steve and Ryan for the Wednesday prime time show. Like I said, Rob, awesome as always, my man.
Thank you, brother. You as well.
Hit of the show.
Yeah, hit of the show would probably have to be, I mean, I got to be biased, right? I got to go with my guy, KW. Got to go with Kurt Warner on the mini, on the slates. So
I'm going to go tie in the last break we did. Dan Marino and Joe Montana. I thought that was a sweet double.
Yeah, I mean, it was a quarterback-filled show, to say the least. Some all-time legends, and, got a legend sitting next to me. So it's been a show full of legends today, man. It was fun stuff.
Oh, Santa Claus? All righty. So, guys, thank you for an awesome 3 p.m. show. Like I said, Common and Chev will be in here at 6 p.m. Make sure you grab those spots because the big dogs come in for the night shows. So grab those spots while we're off the air. We'll see you 6 p.m. Central Time, YouTube, Twitch, and Facebook. Don't be late. UltimateAutographs.com. Get your spot. The Diamond.